I want a sandwich. Now. Oh, sandwich wench. Yo, wench. Sandwich. Now. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. Sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. Sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. Oh, sandwich wench. I want a sandwich. Sandwich.
Hello, people.
Hello, people.
We're back. We're doing another whiskey stream. What's it called again?
The Not Worth a Cork Show.
It sounded official. That was almost legend. Wait for it. 7. Go. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hope you're well.
Keep waiting while we undo the cork.
Oh, damn it. You missed the chance. The Tullamore the easiest one. It pops the best. Go on. That's the Jura.
Oh.
There it is. To your left. There it is. Go on. Pop the cork. Hello, Becca. Becky, sorry. Hope you're well. 7.
Oh.
Hello, True King of Scotland. Hope you're well. Today we are going to be looking at, as you see on the screen, on the bar screen, well, only 4 of those. Actually, no, there is 4. It's just the tubes you left. Yeah. 4 whiskies we're going to look at today, all very young age statement based. We do have others to discuss. But we thought we'd do this. It's possible this is going to be the last one of the year because we need to discuss that. I'm not overly, and I'll say it now, I'm not overly comfortable doing one on Christmas Eve. So if we can't do a Boxing Day, it's fine.
Yeah, and basically our options are Christmas Eve or Christmas Day because I go home Boxing Day.
I'm definitely not doing Christmas Day.
Neither of us are going to be up for doing one Christmas Day.
No.
I don't know what time I'll be here Christmas
I'll be
Eve.
too full of mead at that point. I've got 2 bottles to get through.
Mead and hot chocolate.
And rum. Christmas rum.
And rum in the hot chocolate.
And bourbon-flavoured bourbon. And Kendall Mint, if we can get any. If anyone wants to buy any for my wish list, there's Kendall Mint there. We will drink it. In fact, that will be a Christmas Day thing. Randomly during the day, I'll just go up to him and go, Dave, what? Kendall Mint, mate? Yeah, sure. Playing with the pitcher.
Heron!
Playing with yes, that's
Dave grabs the bottle.
I'll just put a little figurine of a heron up 3D printed onto a fireplace. I'm like, oh, David, you see that green?
No, just be, excuse me, everyone in the lounge, attention. Heron! Everyone drink. Everyone's just looking around. What?
They won't drink.
Kids will be like, "Where's my juice?"
It'll just be you and me anyway. Maybe brother-in-law might join us. Anyway, yeah. So this is, I think, this is the last stream we're going to do this year. I think, and that's fine because we have a lot of streams planned for next year. If I can go to the list, I can actually we'll spoil it now for you a little bit. Did I put it in here?
Yeah, pin the link.
Yes. So,
spoiler alert.
The spoiler is, in no particular order, we have a birthday whiskies stream. No indication of what that's about, but it will happen here. The January treat stream, that will be in Norwich. Yes, because I'll be at yours for it.
Yeah, so that'll be... Are we going to do that same week, or are we going to do a weekend where you just come up?
Well, your week of birthday will be 2 weeks early, won't it?
True, yes.
Yeah, and you're down mind the week after this, aren't you?
I'm down your birthday week.
I mean the January treats.
Yeah.
So we've got some distilleries to look at this year. We've got Johnny Walker, Talisker, Jameson's, Glenmorangie, Take 2, Electric Boogaloo. Fuck you, Fiona. And we have Blind Taste Test Take 2 because
English whiskey stream as well.
Yeah, well it was on the list. I removed it on the grounds that Talisker took its place. We've got 1 or 2 Smoky Whiskey, Bunnahabhain. Oh, Spiffing English whiskey.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought we removed it.
English whiskey in the sense of whiskey from England rather than
one
English
that has
whiskey
to happen is called the Shit Whiskey Stream.
Also blame the owner.
To be fair, I'm on board. But
basically, it's anything the owner likes.
Well, no. We can blame her for this one. Bourbon.
And that one, yes.
Even though it wasn't her idea, that was mine.
And the other one. And
Yeah,
the
well,
other
yes.
one.
Anyway, next year we have a lot of streams planned, and I'm going to seek to improve the show a bit. I've got some transitions I've had for videos I've never used. I thought maybe I'd use them for streaming. But we hopefully also next year we should I'm hoping at some point within the next 2 weeks I'll have a bar. So over Christmas, provided Dave's not, well, when the kids have all gone to bed, I guess, we will go and sort it all out. Maybe.
Yes. You may get very lucky in the future and get a live stream of my hands pouring the drink.
You might do, yes. But if you would like to know what that looks like, think partially shaved tarantula.
Praying mantis, come on.
Oh no, the hands. A little bit of hair on them, aren't they?
Well, yeah.
Partially
yeah,
shaved tarantula. Anyway, so today we're going to be doing an age statement string. Now, we do intend to, in the future, do alternative age statements. We have none planned for next year, but the reason for this one is because we want to show or prove a point about how age doesn't really matter, but also age is not an indicator of quality. Whereas some people are very snobbish, they say, I only drink 21 to 18s.
18-year-olds whiskey, because it's the standard
Whereas
point of
you and I
reached a good
will
maturity.
happily sit around the 10s, we'll sit around the 50s. Hell, we've got a few 21s.
Right.
Hi.
We've got quite a lot of no age statements as well.
Yes, more of those, I think, actually, than any other. I mean,
Well,
it's just.
I think we probably got into whiskey about the time that no age statement whiskey really started to take off, because a lot of what we've ended up drinking has been no age statement. But because it used to always be, it was all about the age statement. And
It was always the
so we
same.
started running out of the stuff to make them.
But then think about, like, West Wing, Johnny Walker Blue.
Yeah.
Big thing for Leo McGarry, yeah?
Yeah.
No age statement.
No.
Obviously, it's a blend, but it's still not a definitive age statement because it's a flavour profile.
Yeah.
Hence the whole umami thing that's going around at present.
Yeah.
Which is cancer, I think. But yeah, we thought we'd do a lower age statement because, well, fuck it. Also, this gave us a chance to try and find the youngest whiskies we've got. I have two that are very young, and Dave has one that's young. The other is kind of young, and is in it because we haven't tried it.
Yeah.
Whereas
It's been kept as a sample specifically for this stream because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
young enough we could get away with it.
yeah, it's a bit of a weird one because it turns out I only had two that were definitively young, and that's what's caused a bit of a problem because one of mine is very strong.
Yes.
I mean, was it 59%, 60%? 50% on the front there, right there.
I'll
right
read
there.
you the stats of no particular whiskey. This is just 59.8% ABV, and it has a particularly more important number, which is 107 ppm, which is peat per million or peat parts per million.
Particles per million.
Yeah, that one.
It's what they use for toothpaste, fluorine and all that.
Basically, yes, it's how
Well,
much soil
it's-
we're going to be drinking.
It is there are two known peated whiskies, two Irish, one of those is peated slightly, and then Askeig, Port Askeig, I believe it's called.
Porterskeg, yes, which I believe is...
They recently, Port Askeig, it's a little dram on the right side. Hello, Football Freak. Hello, True King of Scotland. Hope you're all doing well today. Don't forget to smash the like.
Didn't you, mate?
Also, if anyone has any questions, don't hesitate to ask us, because we actually want to try and engage a bit more with you guys, and I feel a bit rude not to. Especially as we want to try and, I don't know, be, air quote, entertaining. I'm usually, dawdle. But yeah, Port Askeig has recently rebranded its bottles. And I put the new bottle on the screen rather than using the samples, because I was like, I can make something tidier. So why not?
Yeah, I had to plinth it to try and get it anyway.
It's been sat in my my master and malt basket. Cause I was like, ooh, I want to, but I don't want to know. Then I worked out it's possible I could get a Steam Deck in about a month's time. And I thought, you know what, I might hold off.
See, I am debating if I get money for Christmas, looking at either the Asus ROG Alloy or the Steam Deck OLED
I prefer
or
the Steam
something.
Deck. I think I'd go with that because the Asus looks awesome. But why bother? Why not get the dedicated one?
Yeah. But if I'm going to have a handheld, it needs to be that sort of too many games.
Well, it's like my Switch where I've got the hand thing as well. I need it to be a decent size. Although Game Boys,
I have established that my laptop is portable and will game on its battery for about 2 hours, which is not bad.
mine can do about 145.
Not like go anywhere with it to game on its battery, but
No point really, is there? Anyway, yeah. So, hello, Leona. Hope you're having a fantastic birthday party. I saw your
right,
presents.
Leona's here. Well done. Thank you for being here, people. We've really enjoyed the
She
stream.
hasn't asked for a compliment. It's fine.
Oh, okay, fine. We're
So
safe.
we, I noticed one of her presents was a rather beautiful skull with shot glasses made into it. It looks awesome. It's cool. Yeah, I like it. But yes, low age statement. I was just quickly looking, so I was thinking, do I have anything else that's really young. And I've got an 8 right
You
there.
have 8, yeah. How old is Keith? Has Keith got an age statement?
No, it's not an age statement. No.
I mean, Haven is old and rare.
It's not old. It's not rare either. That's the standard. Jameson's a strange one because none of it. So this is an interesting discussion we can have early. Is that Dave mentioned a lot of the whiskies we got into didn't have age statement, and that's because they were built on flavor profile.
Yeah.
And I like that a lot more because there's something about that you can rely on. You can rely on it for quality.
Yeah. If you get, because Jura being a good example with the 10 now, if you get a whiskey that's made to a profile, that means it's roughly always going to be the same, even if you buy one 4 years later.
So there is, you got me into Maker's Mark. They base it exclusively on flavor profile, but they have recently introduced an age statement.
Yes, they did.
It's a rare one though. Have you seen the new Dalwhinnie 17?
No.
Limited edition Dalwhinnie 17 in a box that just makes me think I want to have sex with it.
I'm interested now.
I'll show you a picture. I took a screenshot earlier.
But Jura 10 being a case in point example purely because my dad really likes Jura 10. It used to be called Jura Origin. It was 10-year-old Jura Origin. And Dad really liked that one. I've got a bottle of it still as well. But Dad finished it.
I saw it on Instagram. Yeah, it looks awesome.
And he asked if he could get another bottle, if I could get him a bottle of it for his birthday or Christmas or something. And I said, well, I'll look into it. I got him 12 instead because upon doing research, the new 10 is smoky. And Dad's not a big fan of smoky whiskey, so I had to get him 12
Isn't
because
12
it's...
rum cask?
Might be.
No.
No,
14 is what I've got. That's
14 pale ale.
yeah. No, 14's not that. It's that's
That's
14.
too many Juras now.
No, I bought the 14 recently, didn't I?
Yeah, but
I'll tell you what
basically
it is.
I had to get Dad the 12 because its flavour profile was closer to the original 10 than the new 10. Because they've done, this is an age statement, it's 10 years old, this is what it is, and obviously it's different. So he wouldn't like it because of his taste profile. Which can be a problem because if you're releasing something based on its age, there's no guarantee that it is aged the same as something that was released 5 years ago, aged the same length of time. Good evening, Michael. I suppose we should say good evening to the owner.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Do forgive me. I was going to pull up my order, then I realised
Good man.
I was being put through the absolute ringer here by Master and Mole, who have absolutely done me a dirty here on the emails. I'm not even joking. They send so many spam ones. Trying to find my order is an absolute ball
Yeah,
ache.
you're not on your account.
Here we go. Jura 14 American Rye Cask. That's what it is. American Rye. It's the one I really want to try, so naturally I have 2 bottles of it.
Breaking news, we interrupt this stream to give a very important announcement. Leona has eaten actual food. I don't know if this deserves an appreciative note in the chat, but Leona has eaten actual food.
No, disclaimer. Just because you're taking a photo of the meat doesn't mean we know it's in your mouth. So show us a picture of the meat in your mouth, and preferably with it wrapped. No. So,
Anyway, returning to our normally scheduled programming.
Yes. A lot of the whiskies in my collection do have age statements, but the regular go-tos that aren't stream-based don't have an age statement. Hell, I wouldn't have included the one I picked as the youngest if it weren't for the fact that I saw that writing right at the bottom. If I hadn't seen it, it wouldn't have been in the stream. Like, legit would have been my Octomore and the Talisker, which would have been the absolute cancer of a stream.
That would have been, like, painful.
It would have been, because it would have been the strongest... Right, just to give you context here, if I couldn't get the proper 12 in, which was lucky we did in the first place, it would have been my Talisker 8, which is nearly 60%, and it's also the smokiest whiskey I've got. And then another one that's the most peaty whiskey in my collection. Dave's got one that's stronger because he gets to keep it. Because I never paid for my share and the other one never asked for it back. So Dave hasn't.
I'm just looking.
I mean, you have a lot
of my drinking shelf.
None of them are.
Johnny Walker Black is the only one with an age statement.
Yeah.
All the rest are non-age statement.
On my,
including the Spayburn and the decanter.
This is where I'm going to have to be like, the rye you tried. No, I did not, because I forgot. So on my drink tray for stream, I have 12-year-old whiskies, because that was the point, was a theme.
Yeah.
So once they're gone, a new theme will be decided upon. But it might not be the 14s, it might be something else, I don't know. It might be 10s, that'd be fucking fun. It might be a non-age statement, it might be a
non-Talisker 8.
It might be just 5 Taliskers. It might, well, no, it won't be that, because I can't afford, it's not in the budget, but it might be, square bottles. It might be 50 CL onlys.
French only.
Bren and Bellavoy. Okay. Bellavoy.
Benrin. No, Benrin. No, Benrin's
Bren
Scottish.
and Bellavoy.
Yeah, Bren is nice.
It is, and the Bellavoy's in the cabin.
Yeah.
Waiting. It could be 21s. Let's bring out the freaking Royal Salute.
Yeah. The one that,
Singleton, the Jura.
the Bosch that you shouldn't have boshed.
Shut up. So, we're going to start over here. That's completely cocked
Definitely
up. My
not over there.
screen's, sorry, it completely cocked it up. There we go. Right, these are the bottles on the table today. From right to left, you have a Skeg, Porterskeg, 8-year-old. Then you have Proper 12. I know why, because when I ever set up a stream, I go downstairs and it all of a sudden just rejumbles it. If Tilly walks on the keyboard, for example, it does that. We have a Proper 12-4, which is right at the bottom of the writing. It says, aged 4 years in bourbon barrels.
It does indeed. I can confirm.
And that's how
if
I
you
got
can't
away
read
with
it.
this, because Proper 12 otherwise wouldn't be included. Next to it, you have Pierce 5-year-old, which is Dave's birthday whiskey from last year that I bought him,
It is indeed.
which I'm very excited about because we really enjoyed it. It's also another Irish. It's also mildly peated, I believe.
Yes.
And then finally, it has to go last, Octomur 10.1. It is intentionally made by Bucladic to be the single most potent peated whiskey. When Dave first told me about Octomur, I was looking at what to buy when it hit 100,000. And he's like, but this looks like octopus. And I was like, that's clever, Dave. And he's like, yes, but this one makes Lefroy look like a little bitch. And I was like,
that was literally I was on holiday in Malta at the time.
You were.
And I was like, research.
I was like, give me suggestions.
I have something. It makes Lefroy look like a little bitch. And Meg's reply was, I'm interested.
Yeah, I mean, it was that. We looked at articles, and then I was like, my list had like a Dalmore on it. Mine had a Glenlivet 18 on it. That was your suggestion.
Yeah.
A Nika 12, which I think was also your suggestion, actually. And Octomur was on there, and I was like, I would have never opened it anyway, but I think I went with the Nika 12 solely because we knew the value would go up. And like we were right, it's doubled in value. It cost me 110, it's now 220 sometimes. But yeah, we're going to start with not Porterskeg, we're going to start with Proper 12. And it's in the jumper because I have the jumper.
Yes, you do.
Because I put that
It's on a
jumper on.
fluffer.
It is. I think, did I cut the sleeves off though for it?
I think you made it like a vest.
Yeah, it's on there. It's cut the sleeves off. Yeah, he's wearing a pair of pants as well. We're starting with Proper 12, which is the whiskey founded and created by MMA fighter Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
He wanted to call it Notorious, but there's another spirit named that. You'll notice at the bottom of the image of the whiskey, it doesn't say aged 4 years. It says something else. Properly balanced. Yeah.
Well, the fact that it's different to the bottle I'm holding.
Yeah, that's
which
what I'm
says
saying.
Rich and smooth at the top, and then aged 4 years in bourbon barrel.
Yeah, it's the bottom that I had to quickly look into the screen to see. But we're going to start with this one because this is the third bottle I've ever owned. The first bottle was annihilated. The second bottle it was destroyed. The thing is, this is not the most complex whiskey in the world. Conor McGregor's made a whiskey that sells because it's really easy to drink. Irish whiskey's renowned for it.
Yeah.
I think it's something to do with the distillation process because they got a lot of the impurities.
They're all like triple distilled.
Yeah.
It's like vodka.
Yeah, but that smoothness takes all the bite out. And that's where other whiskies, other Irish ones, like, is it Connemara? No, it's not Irish, is it? There's a peated Irish whiskey. It's Connemara, isn't it? But they've got other ones that don't get put through that process as many times, so you can't, because it would take too much out of it. But this one's really good because I gave Dave a dram and he agreed. It's just, some argue, American ones especially, they say it's watery. Because it's, well, okay, this is the thing. It's 4 years old. Its ABV is, 40? Dave's looking. Dave can't find it.
40, I was under my thumb. 40,
Okay.
yeah.
It's 40%. You don't expect much. Right now, most of my stream whiskies are 46. That's not because I prefer the higher ABV. It's just that's what it is.
We seem to now hit a point as well where that seems to have become almost like a standard.
Whereas a lot of the commentary YouTubers I find that do whiskey stuff, American ones, they're like, oh, I like 100 proof at least. Because I like the burn. I'm like, bitch, not everything's about that burn. I've had a burn before for an Irish whiskey. I don't want to do it again. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
By the way, you notice this fucking control panel being here. I don't know where that came from.
And just be glad we've got the light version tonight, not my version.
There we go.
How dare you close the dockable window?
I had to because it popped when I first turned this all on. But yeah, anyway, for those who are joining, don't forget to smash the like. If you have any questions, don't forget to ask. we'd love to answer as many as possible so we can talk to all of you. I know I haven't said hello to Michael. Hello, Michael. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday. I guess I'll open this. This is mine. Yes.
It's sealed in yours.
Yes, it's my first bottle I bought. Me and the brother-in-law destroyed in the house bungalow he used to live in. Second one was destroyed in his optic when a friend of the family's brother and I played snooker, or pool. I beat him, and before it we did a double shot of proper 12 each. And when I won, we did another double shot. I went to shake his hand, and he slapped me around the face. I was like, really? And then a friend of the family said, yeah, he's done. Oh, okay. Because he went to chin his brother. I'm like, don't chin him because of that. It's fine. He's just drunk. It's fine. All right. Come on, proper 12.
Oh,
That was a good.
that was a good solid bang.
That was a banger. That was. I'll take that. But yes, so we're going to start with this because also there's something about this whiskey we can rely on. Is that? Sorry about that. We can rely on this whiskey to be an easy drink, and there's a point to that. It's Irish. It made sense to start with this because I know that Pierce is a bit stronger. I also know that a Skeg is unknown, so we don't want to risk it being a bad start. But we know that with proper 12, there's a guarantee of quality from the start, and I think it's important. You're not huge on proper 12, but you like the apple. The apple's a spirit drink, not a whiskey, and it's totally understandable to prefer it because if this isn't your thing, it's nice to know there's something else they do that you like. I love Jameson's. I do not like Jameson's orange that much, and I certainly am not a fan of the coffee one either that much. Although I do think the coffee one would be better in a cup of coffee.
Yeah, the coffee one didn't, because we have basically done a coffee liqueur evening without all the tech involved with a friend of the family. We went through some coffee rum, coffee vodka, coffee whiskey.
It was 2 rums.
And the Jameson's coffee didn't really hold up against some of the others, did it?
So, actually, that was not the one we did that in. Because in that, we did my roast espresso Johnny Walker,
Yeah, roast espresso.
his coffee, the AU, my Kraken coffee, and your 8.
Yeah, the black 8.
The Jameson's done separately here, and we sat here and did it ourselves.
Oh, I thought we did that as part of that one as well.
I wish we had, because I think we would have been really disappointed.
That was the night we acquired that, wasn't it? No, it was my one. Yeah, that was the night we got friend of the family drunk and just went, you should get a bottle of this, and he went, a Bosch.
Actually, that's where the Bosch came from, by the way. It came from him. He legitimately is the reason that we
And then we all felt bad that he'd suddenly spent 180 quid on a bottle of whiskey. We're like,
Dave pulls his wallet out and goes, yeah, I own part of that bottle now.
Well, no, we looked at each other and went, should we go thirds with him? And we kind of went, yeah. And he was like, oh, that's very nice of you. That's very nice of you. And I thought, I could have taken advantage of the fact he was drunk and wouldn't remember, but I went, no, I have money. Here you go. I paid up straight away.
Hello, Bry. Hello. Oh, someone's name I am never even going to be able to pronounce.
Yeah, I'm not even going to.
Hope you're well. Hi. Stout one's the best, Jameson's.
Czechoslovakia. I'll do. Close enough.
It's racist. But yeah, we have an extra Octomore in our collection. He's got the 11.4, 3?
11.3, because I was checking it to see what the ppm was.
I wouldn't mind. I will admit, if I could get my hands on another one just for the collection, I would. But yeah, no, I don't.
I've got the clear bowl.
I've
clear bowl.
I have no intention. Hello, Orla. Hope you're well today. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Don't forget to smash the like, and if you want to ask anything, just get involved in the chat. Please do so, because we really like your involvement in this.
And as our secretary has returned, we will ask her to very nicely put a link to the links and things, please, secretary, for our wish list and our coffees and anything we need.
And we also have an Amazon. We have a Instagram, not worth a cork, and a Twitter. I might make a Threads for it, but I'm only really new to Threads, so getting around to using that as well sounds like a ball ache. But we have a Twitter and an Instagram, and I do use them. I don't know about Dave, but well, actually he does after I've megged the images. Which, by the way, I'm going to say this now. On the Instagram, earlier in the week, I posted a very artsy photo. And I mean, I genuinely meant effort on that. Like, I polished that table in front of a fire, in front of the burner. Dave empties his freezer.
Well, I was going to put it with ice around it, but I don't have ice. Yeah. So I was like, I can't redo it.
I thought the same. I thought that would have been cooler.
And then stones at the bullets.
Yeah. So you got a plain freezer with some bullets and stones, and it looks really bland and fucked. I quickly meg it just to give it a little bit more,
pizzazz.
Yeah. He gets more likes on it than I do mine. You mother fluffing
I think the average
bitch.
is that I get more likes than you, and I don't know why, because my photos aren't as good. The Hibiki one, that probably is. But
Yeah.
the rest of mine
But
aren't
like,
as good as yours.
the Pulteney in the grass, the
Yeah.
Tobamori at the beach, the fucking
The monkey shoulder in the shower.
Oh, I mean, that was fun.
Actually, that one did well. To be fair.
That was
one
alright.
did well.
That was alright. Yeah, yeah. You rock up with your lazy like sample set of Johnny Walkers, and you're like 20 likes later. Like, come on. Thought about buying it with a Jameson Stout cask. Brian, you made the right choice because Jameson Stout cask is a banger, especially if you do an Irish hand grenade. If you don't know what that is, half a pint of Guinness, 2 shot glasses, one with Irish cream, the other with the Jamesons. Put them in the top of the glass so they are tight. Pull the Irish whiskey, shoot it, let the cream fall to the bottom in the stout, and then neck it. It's a great drink. Don't let it sit; it turns into a mess.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cuddles.
Proper 12. It was made by Conor McGregor, and it's very popular.
He
And
made a lot. Didn't he sell this and make a lot of money?
I don't know because actually I think he's still.
Or does he own it? I
He's
think
still-
I'm thinking of Ryan Reynolds, say Aviation Gin, aren't they?
A lot of them sell to Diageo,
Yeah.
but I don't think he sold his to Diageo. If he did it beyond the bottle, that's a fairly new bottle. How the bottle design is different. If it's owned by somebody else, you'd know. If it has his signature still on
It does
it,
still have his
I think then that it's still him.
properwhiskey.com.
Yeah.
For JC Master Distribution Limited.
They are bringing out new ones, I believe. Anyway, we're drinking from the official Stream Whiskey glasses. We've got some. Nice. We've got some official glasses off the wish list, and so this
Thank
we'll
you,
use.
Ragamuffin, if you're here.
Stay hydrated, kids. Hello, Nathan. Hope you're well.
Good evening, Nathan.
Yesterday I tried because of Guinness. We can use any stout, Paula. Any stout. Very smooth. Very, very smooth. So on the nose it says vanilla, floral barley, and a touch of sandalwood. Now, vanilla,
I was only thinking a bit like a candle.
yeah, I guess. It's just, to me, it's very clean. It's
Yeah.
not like purified clean. It's a very clean smell. Yeah. It's very nice.
Fresh and light.
Yeah.
Or like
The
fresh and
palate claims
automatically
orchard
like that.
fruit honey notes backed by a kick of white pepper. Now, I get the pepper right because there's a tiny little kick at the back. Just a tiny kick.
So we shall endeavour to not consume it all in one go.
It's a mildly fruited and sweet flavour, I think. I've never really given it... I've always found this is like the easy... If you want a whiskey to just do shots with, this one's the one. Easily.
Yeah, the honeyness. It does have that little sweet cloyness of honey.
Yeah. And then it mentions their drying oak heat. There is a bit of warmth right here.
Yeah, as
On
it
the-
goes down.
Yeah, just a slight amount. I in particular, that's fair. Honestly, any stout, it works. I've got some cans of stout behind me. I've intentionally put here because I wanted to do some Irish hand grenades.
Yeah, I mean that historically works, right?
We used to call it. Well, yes, but we prefer the. That will get me. I can't say that on stream. It'll get me demonetized.
Yeah.
I have to appeal this after the fact, and someone's undoubtedly going to go, "No, he said hand grenade."
Yeah.
I could have finished it Irish hand grenade of Antioch.
I know, but that would then be
Hallelujah.
cultural appropriation because it's the English Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch.
I thought it was the.
Even though Antioch is not in England
Yeah,
whatsoever.
it's not. No.
Defended by a rabbit.
It was defended by a worm.
No. It's a rabbit. Little white bunny.
My mistake.
Rips everything to shreds.
I didn't know that.
Have you not seen that Monty Python?
I know nothing about Monty Python. I've seen Life of Brian and a few bits here and there of other things
Yeah,
like the
that's-
Lumberjack song, and that's it.
Yeah,
I had this on
Holy
Twitch the
Grail.
other day. I haven't seen Holy Grail. I'd love to watch some of them, but I just haven't.
It's time it might not have the DVDs of the 3 main films, I think.
I'm sure they're on like streaming services,
Probably.
you know. But yes, that Proper 12 is a nice, easy, simple way to sort of start the whiskey adventure, I guess, if you want. Because it's not. This is something I would not. Obviously, I'm on my 3rd bottle of this, but it's a very easy whiskey. You can just buy and guarantee it can be drunk.
Yeah, you don't.
I present this by
Nobody needs particular
Yeah.
flavour palette requirement or particular
Yeah.
taste profile for whiskey to like this. It's not like someone's going to rock up and be like, "Oh, I can't drink that. It's too this."
Yeah, there are 2 points I do want to make. One is this is the kind of whiskey, and hi, Dad. I hope you're watching. But this is the kind of whiskey.
Hi, Meg's dad. Thank you for the help earlier.
Yes, thank you.
Our tech support.
Yes, which is ironic.
Yeah.
This is the kind of whiskey I know my dad could drink easily. It's not
And my dad
peated.
could drink.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's our and that's not to say it's a shot. It's more we have
Goes
been
to Amazon, buys for dad for Christmas.
waits for my phone to go off. No. It's what I mean, and I don't mean as a shot. I mean in the sense of it's not so complicated. It's not peated. It's not smoked. It's a straight up Irish whiskey. And there's another thing that I find quite fascinating about this. It's not the jumper, which I do own. It's the fact that this is the standard proper 12. They don't do any others beyond the spirit drink, which doesn't count. And yet it starts with cork. Most standard Irish don't.
No.
Bushmills, Tullamore.
Doesn't. Bushmills doesn't.
Jameson's, Bushmills, Tullamore. Does Slane?
Yeah, Slane's a cork. Paddy's is not.
Paddy's is not. A lot of the standard, like, bulk standard Irish whiskies
Well, I
are
think price point wise, Slane is always a bit more expensive.
30, 35, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's
Depends which one. They've got a collectible version of it. But yeah, it's just an art style. But yeah, you've got the...
yeah, I've heard they're doing that with coffee now. Or have 3 limited edition versions of the same coffee. It's just in a different coloured label on the jar.
It's pretty much the same with what Slane done with their bottle thing. It's something to do with some distillery.
Yeah.
But yeah, the standards
Anyway.
usually are screw tops. But I would argue they are worth a cork. They are, because Jameson's... But I know why it's a cost thing.
Paddy's. I'm not sure Paddy's.
I was going to go with Jameson's, Tullamore, and Bushmills. Those 3. I mean, I get why though, because they don't need to be. They're very easy to drink. It's a waste of cork. Cork is limited, and we don't want to waste it.
You don't keep the bottle around for that long, so.
If you buy a bottle of Jameson's standard stout IPA, they're all screw top. Anything else is corked.
I say that, realising that how long have I had my bottle of Jameson's? The bottle. It's not the same contents, but.
I've got a limited edition bottle with a football shirt.
I have a limited silver bottle.
I did on our Amazon wishlist. If anyone wants to buy us Jameson's, by the way, on the Amazon wishlist, there is a limited edition version. There's 5 actually. I've asked for on purpose because we like it. It's got Dickies on it, which is my favourite guitar strap manufacturer. Dickies. That company have linked up with Jameson's, and they've made a limited edition bottle design.
Nice.
I was like, if I can get 2 of those, yes. But yes, I quite like. I think they're worth a cork, but they don't need a cork. Because you don't buy it, but then that's what confused me about Proper 12. Because it's so easy to drink, it makes no sense to put a cork on it when you know you could just put
you're going to open it again.
It's going to get finished. That's something me, friend of the family, we could finish that in the evening.
Let's say, if your dad's here for Christmas, there's a good chance we could do a decent amount of that bowl.
I've got mead.
True.
I'll be on the mead, the rum, and if there's any Kendall mint, that too.
I
need to get back to where I was because I'm sick of being. I don't. Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah, I realised those ribeyes were actually quite big when we got them out to put on tonight.
It's all right. I was clever enough to weigh myself afterwards, and I was like, we're fine. Just don't eat anything else.
Why did you do too many chips?
I didn't notice. I had this horrendous. Just a thing before we carry on with the whiskey. I had this horrendous. I finished some videos today, and I had a horrendous bout of satiety. Hello, bourgeoisie. B. Hope you're well. Smash the like. I hope
the Black Friday edition of Bourgeois.
I'm going with bourgeoisie because I think it's funnier.
World of Warships do, and World of Tanks do that. They put a B on the end of their tank when they sell it as a black version for Black Friday.
We're going to call you Tank now. So, cooking with fascists. Yes. Just a thing. Again, if you have any questions whiskey related, do ask because we'd love to talk about it. I'm going to do a couple more little tastes of this because I think this is a really. The thing about Proper 12 is I've said it's an easy shot. It is.
Do you think we can manage to count to 4 to help us out? It's a bit less than we normally do.
Go on. You ready? Right, I'm going to count for you, okay? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 4. Sorry, 4. 7. It's an easy whiskey, isn't it?
No, so it's no burn. It's just sat there.
Oh, okay.
It just
fuck with me.
Developed a little bit more of the oakiness. The 1, the 2, the 2, 3, the 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 5, 6, 4, 6.
He's getting
7.
ready to. He's going to orgasm. That's really nice. That's really. It's sweeter. People. So this might be a thing of experience, I guess, where we know the sweetness is there. Others don't notice it because perhaps it is subtle. Yeah. But we've had enough Irish whiskey in our lifetime. We've demolished Irish whiskey. Yeah. Hell, there's a Tullamore 12 over there. We can. If we could easily compare with a little dab on our finger, the quality difference. We could do that. A little dab on the finger, couldn't we? Couldn't we? What are you stuck on?
I had it caught on the shelf above, and I was wondering why I was falling forwards.
Pull it out a second.
All right.
Dave's going to dip his dick in the Tullamore 12. Now.
Oh, wait, that's down. Hang on. Do over.
Dave's going to open the 12. Hang on.
Did that.
The prop 12's better. Yeah.
It had a better pop right at the start of the stream.
If I didn't get any. I legit didn't get it. My finger's tight, so you can go right on it.
Is it
Thank you.
now? Not nearly as much pop off his finger as is off the cork.
So, one thing I can say is that with the Tullamore 12, you get a lot more flavour. A lot more flavour. But that's aged differently, and I think it's on the side in sherry, yeah. But I would say that extra kick in the extra like sweetness and like variety, that's not necessarily an indicator of quality again. Only that Tullamore refined their process to create something they wanted to be better. Because a lot of their standards, the cider cask, the rum cask, and the Tullamore basic Tullamore, are screw top. But that's not an indicator of quality either, or lack of. There are some screw top bottles that we think are absolutely deplorable, and there are some corked ones too that are absolutely deplorable. He's brought one with him actually.
Yes, I have.
No, it's not bad. It's just I'm not a fan.
No, it wasn't anything special.
It's not meant to be, is it?
No,
you know.
But for 1999.
Any thoughts on Iran sherry cask? No idea, because I've yet to
This
try
is the
that.
thing. Neither of us have ever had one of those, even in a sample set. And I've even like my whiskey advent photo, I've never had one.
Yeah. So Brian, we sadly Iran's one of those. There is
Sod's law. The first question we can't actually answer.
no, it's fine. The thing is, there is an Iran I want to get my hands on. There is one.
There's a couple in Whiskey Area this month. Iran.
The Iran I want is not in there. It's the smugglers versions. They come inside books. You open the book and they're in there, and I'm like, I would actually drink that, and I would keep. Yes, I want that. Redbreast do a 27 in a book. Obviously, Lefroy do a 34 in a book.
The Ian Hunter ones.
Yeah,
they're all in books. They're like 10 grand a bottle or whatever.
3.4 for one of them actually.
Yeah.
Some of them probably do go higher at age statement, but I know one of them was 3.5. Anyway, I'm going to finish this and move on to the next whiskey. You? I'm going to shoot this. YOLO swag fam, folks. Oh, you've barely got a swag fam at all.
YOLO swag, because there's no fam left.
Cool to go down.
Yeah.
No
But
burn.
the spice picks up a little bit.
A little, but it's very... I mean, this is the thing with Prop 12. When I was playing snooker with a friend of the family and his brother, and he was paralytic after about 3 of these and a couple beers, I've had about 6 doubles, and I was fine. Because it's just... I don't know, it's just not...
Yeah, it's quite light in terms of any... There's no alcohol taste in the sense of
there isn't.
what you can get sometimes.
That's the filtration. They've really got that right.
Yeah.
People give this one crap and say it's too watery. I disagree with you. I think your palate is too used to something that burns your taste buds. I think even at a lower age statement, you can get a lot out of it. And there's a point to age statements, by the way, and we should probably talk about that. It's Be Yo Fan Man. Thank you. Now, everyone go to my wish list. You have time to watch. You have time to buy me stuff. Yeah. Age statements. The reason for them. When we went to the English Whiskey Company's distillery as a birthday gift from me, I believe, wasn't it? You took me there, didn't you, for my birthday?
One of our birthdays.
It was mine. It was January. Yeah, because I got drunk with one of your friends on Facebook.
Yes.
He claimed he was transabled.
Oh, the anarchist, yes.
Yeah, and he was like, my white privilege. I'm like, well, my white privilege is going to a distillery now to try some whiskey. That's not even a joke. His friend was talking to me about being in a wheelchair and transabled and telling me I had white privilege. And I legitimately replied, well, I'm going to take my white privilege now and go to a whiskey company and try a lot of whiskey. And I was half cut when I finished there.
Yeah, but that was...
Hello,
because
Shady
I was
Lane.
driving, and therefore you had to finish my samples.
That's true. Hello, Shady Lane. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Just a thing, if anyone has any questions whiskey related that we can answer, so not Iran, by all means do ask us. Yes, so and that's fine. I understand that,
Yes,
Nathan,
no worries.
fully. But you should just do it anyway.
I believe there's a bottle of Agua on there you can buy for like £1.50 or something. Meg always needs Agua.
I do. Not this time of year, oddly enough. I don't need water at all. For some reason, I seem to photosynthesize and osmosis through the atmosphere. I don't need water as much. Age statements. When we went to that distillery, they told us the minimum age statement for a whiskey, done the way it is meant to be done for Scotch as well, is 4. That is the minimum they said. Yet they have one you've pointed out as
several.
Well, some of those aren't whiskies. They call them spirit drinks. Chapter 1 is a spirit drink. It's a 1-year-old spirit. There's chapter 3 is a spirit drink that's 3 years old.
Yeah.
They don't call it a whiskey yet, and yet Irish whiskey, I believe, is 3 years old. But this
whiskey.
it's and that's Yes. Well, to be fair, bourbon's not the same either. But and bourbon's obviously made differently as well. Not the same way the Irish make theirs. Actually, it's vastly
You're on
different.
Google. Just let
But
me
with
do
the
what I'm
Irish,
trying to do.
it's about the filtration process that we don't do with Scotch or English whiskey or Welsh whiskey. Whereas the Irish, they do a lot of chill filtration. A lot of the Scottish stuff is non-chill filtered, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's a point to that because chill filtered, it does remove a lot of what is considered the impurities. It's why when you have vodkas, if it says triple distilled or 5 times distilled, it's going to be the most blank, non-existent flavour you'll ever encounter. Transabled is body dysmorphia, which can drive people to do some really bad things too, not be confused with dysphoria. Absolutely true. Which is what made this funny with this guy, and I'll put it out there so you don't think I'm trying to be a dickhead to somebody in 2015. This guy is a liar, and in their photos they were clear and videos they were lying. So I smashed them about a bit because I slapped them about because they were lying. They were not transabled in the slightest.
No, bear in mind, we both knew who they were.
Yeah, they were an absolute.
Met them before.
Well, you knew more than I did,
Yeah.
and they were a liar. And I was like, no, I'm not having this. So I slapped them about on Facebook for a bit and then walked away. I was going to add an old friend of mine because I just started YouTube at that point. And somebody I knew on YouTube, I wanted to tag him and simply say, yo, I found
Go
something.
nuts.
I was like, Marking Bad, I want to send you over there. You're going to love this guy. Because he would have just sent him Chris Hansen memes, calling him a nonce all the day. And the guy would have been triggered to shit. I would have loved it. But that was me in 2015. It was definitely 2015. Oh, no, yeah, because... could have been 2016 because my mum had offered to send me to Norwich.
Yeah.
But I said no because it meant her paying for it. And I declined, so it would have been 2015 we went there.
Yeah, I've sent you a picture of the company of that whiskey if you want to use it.
No, I can't do that now because I've got all the hotkeys set up for this, haven't I?
Switch to Discord.
I'm going to require some water. For those who don't know, it is always advisable to clean your palate and your jigger.
Yeah, so with the age statements, the
gonna-
distillery we went to was the English Whiskey Company.
Yes, English. Well, it's called the English now.
It's now called the English, yeah.
Yes, it is.
But that was quite new still at the
Yes.
time. And most of their releases were
Sorry,
very
Mike, I
young.
won't pick you up.
Sorry, I'm looking at the jigger while pouring.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You was looking.
So we have a particular favourite. I have sent Meg the picture. He has not probably been able to use it. I'll put it in the galley.
Yeah,
No,
I can't put it up because I've got
it's not worth a cork. I'll put it in the bar. For those of you on the server, I will put it in the bar.
which will be in that VC tomorrow to do a sample set. And while he's doing that, I'm not going to talk about that subject anymore because it's a massive deviation away from the whiskey part. Also, we have a couple of questions I kind of want to talk about still.
If I can make Discord.
So, Shady Lane, which whiskey brand do you want to visit? Where would you want to go on a tour? I would love to go to another distillery. I'd love to go to Penderyn. I would love to go Penderyn. I'd love to go to an Irish one as well. I'd probably pick Jameson's just because it's Jameson's. I know you have. I'd love to.
Not that I was old enough to drink anything.
I would love to go to Jameson if it was Scottish.
Scottish.
If it was Scottish. Oh.
Well, see, this is interesting you say this. Doesn't help, it's probably not likely, but one of my mates planned my stag do. So, do you remember the guy my ex lived with who was storing your stuff in his shed for a while?
Oh, Clark.
Yeah.
That
So,
twat.
yeah, but he legitimately planned a good stag do for me if I ever got married, which was basically a
I wouldn't have been
whiskey-
invited then.
a whiskey distillery tour in Scotland. So it's like a week, and
Which
you
one?
go. We didn't know which ones, but it was basically we didn't settle on distilleries, but basically you would do like a night in somewhere, distillery tour the next day, and you'd have a day, and you'd go to another distillery the next day, you'd then have a day, and you'd do another distillery, you'd do 3 distilleries.
Okay, so it's like a bar hunt in the evening for a pub
Yeah,
crawl.
basically. But
like
you
golf.
went
It
round
was golf.
3 distilleries.
Sam, it's golf.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to go to one distillery above all others. Which distillery would it be?
I mean, based on
Hang on, no.
Based on the collection,
Don't say
could
it.
either-
Don't say
it's
it.
probably
Don't say it.
gonna be-
No, don't say it. I'll write it down so you don't get it wrong. Okay, give me a second.
Just give me the first letter, I can probably work it out from that.
I've written it down. There's one distillery, I think.
I mean, it's going to be Talisker, isn't it?
Yeah!
That's what I said. Give me the first letter and I got
I
it.
don't need to give you the letter. You knew. I'd love to go to the Isle of Skye.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Talisker, man. I'd go up there, get battered, and wake up back home. Like, how'd they get here? What about you,
Well, let's
David?
see.
What distillery?
You had an 8. You had a dragon. You had a special release.
I've got 3 special releases. I've got
You
20
had a
CLB. I had a re.
You were singing "Ree" as you went home.
It's when I found out and they told you how it's pronounced. That was fucking funny. So
That's all we
anyway,
could hear as you walked down the street.
we have a few questions to get through.
Okay.
That was a question
need
for
to
both.
scroll
of you.
up, 'cause
No. The question was for you as well. Distilleries. Distillery would you like to go to? You've been to Jameson's. What one would you like
The
to
thing
go
is,
to?
Johnny Walker don't have a specific distillery. Which
They
is the
do have one in
problem.
Scotland though.
They have a place, but it's not a distillery.
They do tours, but I would.
Yeah.
I'd love to go there, but I kind of don't.
It's not. It's not going to be.
I want a single malt. I want to go. Or Penderyn, obviously. My dad's been there, hasn't he?
I mean, I'm thinking about my collections. I mean, Livet is obviously up there.
Penderyn is as well.
Yeah. Oh, well, I thought you meant Scottish. Sorry.
Well, it just said
Okay.
whiskey.
Oh,
Whiskey. I said Jameson's,
Penderyn.
Penderyn, and Talisker for me.
Penderyn.
Maybe Suntory.
Yeah.
Nah, okay, I will go
Livet and
I don't want
yeah.
to go to Japan. I don't want to be infected with weebness. I'll just infect their women and leave. What?
What other distillery would I like to go to?
Okay, while he's working that up, there's another question. Hello, Anthony. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Of course not, because we haven't had sex yet. Nathan says, how many whiskies can you name in 60 seconds? We're not doing that right now, but maybe later we can do it. And the question, are you pregnant yet? Obviously, the answer is no. Meg has the same water preferences as I do. And Orla, yeah, I'm not the fussiest with water, but I do prefer certain brands typically. I find some of them are a bit... No. Let's see.
I am fussy with water. I don't like water.
Yeah, he only drinks flavoured, which is why this is the only time I can get him to drink plain water.
Yeah, I only
cleans
drink
palate.
plain as palate cleanse.
Anyway, yes, so, while Dave works that out, next on the list is Dave's Pierce Lyons 5-year-old original. Now this,
I'm
and
going to be
just think,
interested to think
right,
outside the box. Go to something like Cavalan.
I mean, Taiwan would be nice to go to. I said right that time.
Yeah, there's something completely out
I mean,
there.
Paul John
completely
Amrit, that'd be
different.
cool,
Yeah.
you know. Of course, I'd
That'd
love
be
to.
pretty
You know,
cool.
I'd love to go to India. I'd love to go to Taiwan. Actually, I probably wouldn't right now, but give it a few years.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to go there. Maybe go to Starward. Is it Starward?
Star Wars in the US?
Yeah.
Not US. Australia.
I mean, Maker's
Australia.
Mark would be a nice one to go. I'd go to Maker's Mark. I might even go to Angel's Envy or Tin Cup just for a laugh. You guys are getting ads. Get wrecked. So next on the list, actually, quick thing. Out of 10, how would you rate Proper 12? So I'm gonna write my answer down quick because I think it's a very
So I'm going to give it a 6 because there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But there's pretty much nothing special about
So
it.
I gave it 5 because of the same reason. I felt that it's not intended to be something more. It's intended just to be a damn good, straight up drinking whiskey. It's not a sipping whiskey. That is a straight up, you can drink it whiskey.
Yeah. Well,
Honestly,
I thought 6 rather than 5 just because it is so accessible.
oh yeah,
So
it's
give it an
well.
extra
I would say
point for the fact that pretty much anyone
I
can
would
drink
agree.
it.
However, it is more expensive than Jameson's, Bushmills, Tullamore standards. So I disagree only because that shouldn't cost that much.
Fair enough.
But I think that's because
Then
of
yours
import
cost
on
more
it.
because it came with a... Well, there's that, and yours cost more 'cause it
Well,
came with a
the
jump.
last one did, yes. That one did not. The last one has been defeated by us. But yes, anyway, next on the list is David's birthday whiskey.
Wait, Anne, I don't think we said hi to you.
I have said hello to her, but you can say hello as well, David, if you like. She likes to have sex.
Okay, excellent.
Hi, how's your husband? Anyway, David, talk to us about Pierce.
So, I'd never heard of this.
Nor would I.
I don't think Meg had until that week before my birthday when he bought it.
2 weeks.
My first knowledge of this was it appearing in my hand whilst I was under a blanket, being surprised by a shitload, and that is a correct unit of measurement in this instance, of Irish whiskey.
8 bottles, to be precise.
It's not just Americans who use anything but the metric system to measure stuff.
Indeed, some people are actually in the chat. Leona paid for part of one. Nathan
Yeah.
unknowingly paid for one.
Criffbo and Joe, if you're
Yeah,
about, you
yeah,
both
I
contributed.
don't believe they did.
Criffbo, yeah, Slam.
He did. I think we didn't. I think we forgot Joe because she was
Alright.
dealing with health stuff.
No, yeah, Criffbo.
But I think I
definitely.
included that
Yeah.
because it made sense. But yes, but for his birthday, he was staying at mine for his birthday. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I decided, okay, I'm getting you.
yes.
And so I was like, you know, it's about damn time Dave gets involved in the birthday whiskey thing, which is nice. I started this back in 2009
Something.
when I bought the Glenmorangie.
Yeah.
I was 23 years old, so 21. Yeah, 2009. It's right there, the Glenmorangie, actually. And Dave actually brought with him some samples. And he bought himself a bottle of Glenmorangie. He said, I want to get in on the birthday thing. I'm like, well, funny you mention that. Sit down and put this blanket over your head. And in increments of 4, he got given more bottles.
Yeah, I was just literally put this blanket overhead and put your arms out.
And then the kids.
And there was
my
me sat there, his nieces around me, and him, and I'm thinking, oh God, what's going to happen now?
Nerf guns out.
Oh, that's what I thought I was very pelted with something.
So I got him. We got him a lot of Irish whiskies.
And the family got the paddies.
Yep. I can't remember. You got glasses.
Got
glasses.
With,
got some
glasses
and
glasses, bullets.
Yeah. Bullets instead of whiskey stones. But yeah, the point was to give him all these Irish whiskies, and then he could pick one that was his birthday whiskey. Now he bought himself a bottle of the Nectar Moist, and it was great. It was a laugh, especially when he found out that all the bottles had been licked.
Yes, because my last present was a nice framed set of pictures.
Yeah, Polaroids.
Polaroids, very swanky, of Meg, friend of the family, brother-in-law, the nieces,
nephews. That was it. Yeah, no sisters.
No sisters.
Yeah.
But of course, what it was a collection of pictures, each of them holding one of my birthday presents with their tongue pressed against it.
Except, I would say, my nieces and nephews did. They just sort of like had it.
Yeah.
Whereas me, brother-in-law, friend of the family, were like,
you proper went in on it. They're like trying to get it in their
all
mouths.
Caressing. Yeah. We were treating that bottle.
There was stroking.
We were treating it like a lover.
Yeah.
And we all wore the exact same hat, which is just over there. The hat's up there on the wall. The exact same. The Ray-Ban glasses were in the drawer. They're actually just in that drawer. Yeah. And it's become a running joke because we did it again to my dad for his 60th. He opened up his bottle and inside were 2 pictures. One of you and one of me doing it. It's like, it will live on. Yeah. But the photo frame had written on it as well, you should have seen this coming.
Yeah, and then they'd all signed it, and the kids had drawn around their pictures and stuff. Yeah. I've got it. It moves, but it's currently actually behind my decanter in my lounge.
Oh, that's all right then. It was a laugh. But yeah, this is the bottle Dave chose,
my parents were really confused.
I'm okay with this. To be fair, that's a good thing about a gag gift. It's intended for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I believe, Dave, you chose this as your birthday whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the most different. The bottle's
It's different. It looks incredible.
Yeah.
And when we opened it, it tasted incredible. So
yes.
I went with that. Not any disrespect to the other whiskies, but I thought that was just
it's one of the few
best of the
collection. It's just something completely different. And I was like, it's
still making Monty Python references.
See, to be fair, do you know what I was originally going to get you instead of Pierce? Proper 12. I was legitimately going to do you dirty by getting you a bottle. Not even joking. Viola can vouch for this. I was like, I'm going to get him a bottle of Proper 12. I'm going to do it dirty. Because it's just a basic, really easy whiskey. And then I was like, I've seen this though. This looks interesting. I'll get him something different. I'll actually do him nice, you know. Yeah. What happens to the Nectar d'Or isn't really a birthday whiskey then, is it? Even though you bought it for yourself.
Yeah. It's the most expensive birthday whiskey I bought that's not a birthday whiskey.
Yeah. I feel like Meg would have Tilly Wizzy and Yo Swallow editions if he started a whiskey distillery. There would be different versions, yeah. The Tilly one will be very meaty.
Yeah.
The Wizzy one will be very, very itchy. And the Yellow Swag Fountain would just be you.
And designed slightly to dribble, please.
Hello, proud Bassenger owner. Hope that's how you pronounce your name. Hope you're well.
The Maya one that just goes nuts everywhere when you open it.
In need of some entertainment, imagine my delight when whiskey. I hope you love whiskey. Anyway, Dave, tell us more about this bottle. Tell us what it's about.
So, it is coming out of its tube.
But he does look after his tubes.
Yes.
Because he's not like me 10 years ago.
It is a very nice, it's a very hefty bottle actually. There's the bit you can see at the bottom, the clear, that actually goes indented up. It's probably a good inch indent in the bottom.
It's a nice weight as well.
It's a very nice looking bottle.
I haven't held this since I bought it for you. I know you haven't really drunk much, but I get that.
It feels quite premium.
The thing is, it looks premium with the gold lettering and everything. Yeah. It says here, aged in ex-bourbon for not less than 5 years. So it could be slightly older.
Could be older, yeah.
Only
got
bourbon.
Image of the still.
Yeah, it's 43%, so it's a step up. Non-chill filtered. So that's also different.
It's quite light as well.
Can I have the Proper 12 for a second? I just want to see the front because I said this is triple distilled. That's non-chill filtered. They're two very different processes, I believe. Because
Blended
triple distilled is basically you putting it through a sieve 3 times.
Yeah.
Or one of those stone things. I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, it doesn't say on the back either. Aged for not less, distilled, matured, and bottled in Ireland.
Does the tube have anything on it? While he does that, I'm just going to carry on drinking
Yes,
proper
Lyons
12.
Distillery.
There's loads of writing on the back.
There it is.
Okay, Dave's going to read to us.
Okay. Distilled with passion, inspired by tradition. Our family heritage is steeped in the traditions of distilling in Dublin. For 7 generations, we have been immersed in the craft of Irish whisky production. Our home, in the refurbished Church of St James in the Liberties, pays homage to our ancestors and all of those craftsmen and women who came before us. With this history and knowledge, we have created whiskies of exceptional quality that capture centuries of experience and dedication to the craft. Pierce Original is a malt and grain whisky blend aged in former bourbon barrels for a minimum of 5 years. I won't read the tasting notes.
You're very quiet when you read.
Sorry, my
That's
apologies.
all right. I wanted to feel the bottom because I realised that this was just sunk in slightly as well.
Oh yeah,
My Bunnahabhain has a ridiculous
it
sink.
does. That's
like
massive.
I can get my thumb
Yeah.
into it. I was like, bloody hell! I can
concave,
get
isn't it?
my thumb right up in there. Thank you, buddy. Anyway, yes, Dave is now going to pour us a glass each if his water is finished.
It is.
Oh, hang on.
This is, to be fair, the cork, it doesn't quite do justice on the picture. The cork is proper chunky as well.
Oh, it's a thick. It's not as thick as my Nika 12 one, but it's close.
Ooh.
No squeak. I like that.
Clean.
It is
Good
me.
clean pull.
Is it me or does his audio go in now? It's because Dave was leaning forward and backwards a little bit when he had a
Well,
box in front
yes.
of his face.
I did try to have the box aside and read out the mic.
Perhaps
but-
I'll do the reading next time because I've got better peripheral, haven't I?
True, yeah.
I'm also used to projecting my voice regardless when I'm doing this. Oh, I'll bring my
It's a
hot
very
mic.
narrow opening, though.
That is a very tight hole. Giggity.
We don't mind a tight hole.
I mean, I prefer it, to be honest. Already it smells different. So, on the tasting notes, while Dave sorts his glass out, the nose says lemon blossom porridge and oak char, so more smoked than peated, with floral malt and honeyed spice. You're trying to read
Not
that,
what
aren't
it
you?
says on the bottle. I can read it.
Oh no, I'm going to do this
Yeah.
because I can read it properly. On the nose for the bottle, it says crisp citrus notes, a spiced vanilla aroma, mellow malt tones, and a hint of light honeyed floral fruits. The char is the real difference.
Yeah.
But the porridge makes sense because I think it just adds. I mean, vanilla goes in there easily. Syrup I put in there and honey. Well, I do
Palate is
both.
different as well.
I do both, by the way, because I'm a child. I put loads of sugar on my breakfast.
I'm a child. I eat Cocoa Shreddies.
Yeah, and he called me a child when he saw how much sugar I got on my cereal. Like, bitch, legs
yeah,
stand on, you do not have one.
Palate and the finish are different as well.
Well, that's good because we can talk about that, can't we? Okay, well, we can start with this. Yes, please follow us on our Instagram and go like all Dave's pictures because no one ever does mine, even though mine are
No,
better.
please do try and like it. If it looks like a good picture, that's Meg's, so ignore it. If it looks shit, it's mine. Like it to make it look better.
Really fluff his fucking ego.
Cheers, buddy.
Smells great. It smells great.
This is also a sneak peek of the birthday whiskey stream, because this is one of my 2 birthday whiskeys.
Well, the thing is, when the birthday whiskey stream is done next year, it'll be at yours, yeah? No, it'll be mine, because it'll be here, right? You could bring one of yours down. You could bring your, well, this one. You've got
That
Chris-
or the other, the one you got me this year.
What did I get you this year?
The special liver. 12 liver. Pot still. whatever
Illicit
it-
dram.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you could elicit. Yeah, elicit.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could bring that if you want. You know, you could because I was going to bring. For those, that's a spoiler. In January, we're going to do a birthday whiskies stream, but it's going to be based on my 3 favourites from my ones. But I'm going to go with 3. I'm going to go with 3 very different ones. I don't have a peated one, so next year's birthday whiskey has to be peated because there's nothing. I don't have anything peated.
Not in the birthday collection.
No, I don't. I just don't. The only one that came close, I got rid of. I gave away originally, and that was the original Talisker I had. I know I gave it away because that was a really dumb mistake back then. But yeah, so like I was thinking Bladnock 14 because that's the highest and most
Yeah.
expensive.
You got, was it Bladnock who got this year in January? Yeah.
Bladnock 14 sherry cask, very sweet. I do a Bunnahabhain 12, which is a guaranteed win. My list actually, easier, I'll just pull the fucking list. I've got a list. It's easier. We
Yeah,
we
Meg
can
has a
work-
list.
Where is it? Birthday.
There.
My whiskey, stream whiskies first. No, where's my birthday whiskies? Oh, it'll be here, wouldn't it? No, YouTube cabinets. Birthday ones will be up here somewhere. There they are. Okay, so I have in my birthday whiskies Glenmorangie 10, Glenfiddich 12, Jura Superstition, Lockfine Living Cask Batch number 3, very rare, but fuck it. Bouillet Bourbon,
That's what I got, wasn't it?
Auchentoshan, Bunnahabhain 12, Farclas 105. Oh, Farclas. It'd be the Bladnoch, the Farclas, and the Bunnahabhain then, won't it? I'm sorry, but this is really easy to drink. That's gone.
Yeah.
Well, although I do have a bottle, I could just say it's that.
Yeah.
That one, no. That, no. Well,
To be fair, one below it, you have got again now.
I do. I have two.
The Johnny Walker Double Black is on his list. It's gone, but we've got another bottle.
That was sent to us by Ragamuffin.
Yes. it was.
These two, Dave won't touch the 12 anyway, but I picked three of the one. I mean, it would just be the Bunnahabhain, the Farclas, and the Bladnoch, I think, because they're the most complex three.
Yeah.
The 105 is ridiculously high quality.
Yeah.
And in fact, I still need to put that back in the bottle. I was going to put the Christmas sample in this.
Yeah, that makes
Put
more
it there.
sense.
On
but
Christmas Day, be like,
hang on the tree.
Dave is our Christmas drink. Yay! What's in it? Candlemint. Anyway, let's have a drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
Step up in quality. It's milky. It's got a nice bit. It's got a really nice sugary, biscuity quality.
Yeah, but it's got that oaky.
Yeah.
It's
Very
got
nice.
a little hint of something smoky peaty just on the back, like a little bonfire or something. There.
It's really nice. The tasting notes on this: mint milk chocolate. No, I got milk chocolate. I got milk. And I got shortbread. It says fresh oak millionaire shortbread, leading into some drying spices. So I got the drying spices at the end.
So I've got palate is smooth with a mild malt flavour,
Yeah.
hints of spearmint and light oak wood spices,
So it
build
mentions
up to
mint-
rounded semi-sweet chocolate.
So mint milk chocolate. Okay, I'm gonna try. I need to work this out. 5 years old. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 4.75, 4.9.
I can brush my teeth with that.
Go to the dentist. Why have we got so much plaque?
Oh, I don't. I don't need to
Your
see
breath
that.
smells minty, but you've got so much plaque. Yeah, I'm brushing with a PS 5-year-old.
P.S. Leon's 5-year-old. Yes. I googled to get the image for the bottle. Pierce 5-year-old. I did not get the whiskey. I got freaking children. I was like, for fuck sake.
Let me guess. Is a 5-year-old too young to have their ears pierced? Okay, that's what it's going to be, isn't it?
No. I spelt it that way for Google Images. It just brought up random stock images of children, all blonde girls. I'm like, nah, fam. Nah. This is not what I'm after. Get that off my
Meg
screen.
versus Google.
Oh, don't. It's because I didn't know about the Leon's part.
Yeah.
So I just put whiskey at the end when it gave it to me. And I was like, okay, I didn't know Leon's there. 'Cause it's not there.
No,
It's not on the tube or the bottles. What the fuck is
no
the
it
Leon's?
is on the tube, actually, and the bottle. It's on at the very back here. It's in very small print.
In the fine print, at the back, where literally no one looks.
the bit
Unless
where
they're
they
looking
say
for
where
the
the
ABV.
distillery is, yeah.
Unless you're looking for the alcohol content, which is 43%, a step up from the last
Yeah.
one. I'm hoping the Asceg is is higher up. I'm kind of hoping it is, because now I've got the percentages right.
45.8. It's almost like we know what we're doing.
I did it by ABV instead. I totally knew what I was
Yeah.
doing. It worked, everyone. So the finishes on this is oily malt, chai spiced chocolate. I don't know what chai tastes like, so I don't drink chai. I don't know anything about it. What does it say on
According
the
to the
tube?
bottle, finishing with creamy vanilla, hints of caramel, and a silky yet crisp mouthfeel.
So on this it says oily, so that says silky. They are completely
Silky and crisp.
What kind of word is silky and oily? Is that a verb?
Juxtaposition.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was a verb. My mistake. I don't know my English, so to be
Definitely.
fair.
Well, they're juxtapositions.
They
Yes,
certainly run
crisp
contrary to
mouthfeel,
each
yeah.
other, don't they? If this was oily, it'd be like my fingers from the sausage earlier. Remember that?
Hmm.
I had to wash my hands.
Meg picks up fork. Meg no longer has fork in hand.
Meg gave
Meg
up on
looks
forks.
confused.
Meg had satiety, saw 2 sausages in a tray and thought, fam, they're mine. I ate those sausages quicker than Foodie Beauty ate an entire pizza. That bitch swallows it in 6 bites. They did not take 6 bites to get down, I promise you. Meg knows how to swallow a sausage. I don't know if he meant that on purpose, but he totally said it. 5-second rule. Go on, you go. You do it yourself though, because I don't want to stiff you. 7.
Oh, 7. I swallowed.
Good girl.
Still very smooth. It's got. I can kind of see what they mean by spearmint, not from the mintiness,
Yeah.
but from that like coolness.
Yeah.
That kind of makes more sense to me than the actual flavour of mint.
I get you.
Oh, hello. The post-it notes and Pritt sticks are coming out.
It's fine. It's nothing important.
Probably just got demonetised me saying that.
Huh?
Pritt stick. Filth. Well, we do aim to be a NSFW stream.
Heron!
Heron!
Send it.
It has been sent
Do
down the hatch.
you want to explain what I've just done?
So, a little bit of context. I have a group of mates that I've played five-a-side football with, and that for a while. A few years back, we went on one of their stag do's. We hired a boat on the Broads. We all went out drinking with his dad, his now obviously wife's dad, his father-in-law, and it's a group of about 8 of us. And we were just merrily travelling along, drinking whatever we had, cans, whiskey, you name it, stopping at pubs. And the stag decided that it would be a good idea, because he's into his wildlife and fishing, to look at the wildlife. And he incorrectly yelled and pointed at the bird and went, "Heron!" It was not a heron, so we made him drink. We then translated that into, whenever we see a heron and someone shouts heron, we have to drink. So this continued for the boat ride, and ever since when we have done this, we do this every year now. This year Meg came along as well. We have introduced him and indoctrinated him in the way of the heron. So yes, when we see a heron, we must drink. We also intersperse that with sending it down the inside or the outside of anything we can send it past.
Yes. It was very funny because I was worried the entire time I wouldn't see a heron. Thankfully, I saw about 4, maybe 5. I even pointed to a couple to get Dave to point to him instead and say it because I was like, not leaving any man behind. We must send it.
So,
It's every time someone was driving and your friend, he just looks with the cheekiest boyhood look smile and he just goes, yeah, send it. We're catching up on him and he's just like,
bear in mind, we're doing like 4.5 knots. They're doing like 4.4 knots. And we're just chugging along past them, being told to slow down by someone else, angry man in a boat.
He just literally, with the cheekiest like smile, just goes, yeah, it's fine, send it.
Yeah, coming to a T-junction, can't see anything. He's up on the top because he's got better visibility. He's just going, yeah, send it, just send it. And I start sending it, and I was like, ah, crap, there's something coming.
And Leona, Bushmills, Tullamore, or Dewars Caribbean. We've never had Dewars. Tullamore 12 is the easiest, the win, so go with that, please.
I'm going to go for a swerve.
What are you going to suggest you drink?
I think she should be American and chug a beer.
Bitch! Get that Bud Light down here. So the reason this is funny, what Dave's mentioned with the heron, is because I literally just grabbed my post-it notes, I stuck it to a shelf and wrote the word incorrectly spelt, I think.
No, that's correct.
Oh, okay. Heron. I wrote heron on a post-it and take a photo and put it on the server. I literally took a photo of the word heron, a post-it note, stuck it on a shelf above the desk, and then put it in front of Dave so he can see it. So he has no choice but to declare heron and drink his drink. Which is totally fine, because it means we're now on to the next drink.
Which is also in the bar. And for those of you on the server, anyone who looks at that, you are hereby obligated to drink. If you don't, you'll be in violation of server law. Punishment will be forthcoming from the Viking.
Can you do it? Tell me, have you seen the image on the server that Dave's just posted? I need a water.
We better just check it's on there.
Yeah. Have you seen it, Leona? If you have, let us know.
She has. Leona, you must drink. Heron!
You now have to finish your drink. Pour a single and finish it. Congratulations. You've now seen a heron. You have to declare. Okay. You now have to say heron and then send it.
Preferably if your dad is in earshot, just to make it hilarious. So he wonders why you're saying
Say it
heron.
angrily, like, no bad stuff, heron! I can't do it louder because the kids might be asleep. Although it's unlikely.
Although, well, one of them was already asleep.
Not the one I wish
Boy.
was.
Yeah, she needs to
She
sleep.
needs
her
sleep,
eyes,
yeah.
She's
I noticed.
She's been okay with me.
I know,
Yeah.
but the bags, I see them. Anyway.
Either that or she could say it really, really uncomfortably for her dad and just go, heron.
Oh, heron.
Wait, hang on. Your caviar thing with heron. Send it.
Next on the list, folks, we are an hour and 11 minutes in. We're hoping to go for about 2 hours today because I think we can do that. Maybe longer, but not too long because we know that many of you don't go beyond 2.5 hours. Pour a full glass of sangria.
Sucks to be you.
If you've seen the word heron, send it. That's the rules. By the way, I just looked at the tasting notes for Port Ascay 8-year-old, and I'm excited by this. So, the Port Ascay... She sent you a message.
Oh, hello. Oh dear. I'm in trouble now. Wait. Oh, there's a photo.
Oh, it's the rice you mentioned that's really nice.
Okay. Hemingway. Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hello.
next on the list, folks...
Scuba.
Maybe. Next on the list is a whiskey that neither of us know. Now, this bottle, as you see, is the newly designed bottle. That's not to say the old design was bad. They still have a brown bottle. They've just changed the logo sticker. That's all they've
so
done.
many other persons. I can't confirm
right.
who used the heron.
Don't worry about it.
Heron has been called, so you know what to do, Pure.
Yes, enjoy your sangria. I've never had sangria. But yes, Ascay, Port Ascay Gate. By the port, makes me think port finish. Actually, it's the port itself,
Yes.
as in the shipyard place. It's aged 8 years old. Now, this is a bit older than the proper 12, double in fact. And it's 3 years older than the Pierce. But the thing is, we don't actually have that many that are cheap, younger. And neither of us were willing to go and buy... I mean, I could have got an Ardbeg 5, but I didn't want to go and buy another bottle.
Yeah.
And risk not liking it. And there's no point buying samples because we don't really make any money on these streams. So there's no point
No,
investing.
we need some more assistance from you lot to participate by supplying us with
Give
the...
me your fucking money.
Yeah, that.
What?
We have to have the means of buying these things because at
No,
some point our collection is going to run out once we
I mean,
start being adult and spending our money on things that aren't whiskey.
See how I do
Give it
in
about 15 years.
see how I do in January. I have plans in January for madness you're not going to like because I'm going to hope it's going to be fucking awesome.
When a certain child learns to drive or something, I have to start forking out money.
It won't be me.
No, with me.
Good luck with that. Anyway, Port Ascay 8. This is Dave's. So, Dave, when did you get this? It was a sample we were going to try months ago.
Yeah, it's been in a sample set for probably the best part of about 6 months.
Because we've had a few of them. Not many of them.
Actually, no, we haven't had it.
We haven't had a Macan Cacao, have we?
Macan Cacao, there's 2 King's Barns,
We haven't had
and
those.
there's one other. I think we've had one other and of the set, but I can't remember what it was, but then there was this, the King's Barns and the Macan
Because we
Cacao.
were going to do... Oh, thank you. Oh.
Thank you,
Oh.
all that. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. 7.
Perfect. Thank you, Orla, for the incredibly generous £5 donation. That will help us immensely. We really appreciate it, actually. While Dave sits forward and waits for the response,
David looks on in anticipation for the
we-
rage and breaking that is going to happen.
we legitimately know sod all about this, but I'm looking at the description on the Master Malt because they've changed their thing. They have a description here. It's part of a 2023 relaunch, which is why the bottle is slightly different in label design. 5 years in American oak, so probably ex-bourbon, which is, yeah.
Yeah.
5 years
Jimenez.
in selection of bourbon. Toasted American oak, or PX sherry butts. Is that
The-
just sticks?
Pedro Jimenez.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, they're just sticks on the butts.
That's nice to... Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they're
yeah.
small, but small.
Yeah. Well, it's a refill hogshead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's non-chill filtered, which is typical of Scottish whiskey anyway. I don't know many Scotch whiskies that are chill filtered.
No caramel added for colour.
Good. But I don't know many that are. Headphones, you jerks, BR. What?
She's a bit behind.
Oh, it's okay.
Not just because she's American.
That's just a thing. Anyway,
Moving on.
we know nothing of this whiskey, but apparently it's smoky. Oh, there's the
There
donation.
we go.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. It really helps us. Would Dave like to pour all the? I don't know if this will fit 2 singles.
Dave may have to measure.
You may have to.
Due
It's
to the
not-
fact this
hang
is a
on,
sample.
Give me the proper 12. Give me the proper 12. Left. Dave can't pop this, so
No, this is the bottom. No, hang on. I'll open and then you can give it some resonance. So I've opened and then there we go. There's some. There we go. We'll get that. There we go.
Oh, Dave.
Oh man.
Says it away from the mics and no one hears it.
Oh, Mick,
That's what I'm talking about, Daddy.
touch me again.
Very good, very good.
Right, I'm going to use your glass, I think.
Mine is right here.
Attempt to measure.
I'll do it by hand. It's all good. There you go.
These are probably the worst glasses for this. Sorry, Ragamuffin, we love your glasses, but they are very unhelpful when you have to manually measure a gram.
I mean, you could just pour it into that double shot glass over there and then just pour it from that.
Effort. I'd rather do effort than effort.
A bit more. Yeah, that'll do. That is the most watery
I was
looking.
going to say, if anything is watery tonight,
Holy crap!
did we put whiskey in or did I put more water?
Oh my god! Whoa!
No, that's hello.
Whoa! Hang on a second. Hang on. That smells familiar.
Hang on, I was saying no.
No, it smells. It looks familiar as well, mate. See?
Actually, yeah, it smells to me though.
Actually,
No, I'm thinking the thing we can smell from a room away, the other side of a house.
you can't smell anything with this.
I think this is Lafroig.
What
This smells like Lafroig.
What region is Portiskeag anyway?
No, you've got more information than I have. I have a little dram.
I do not have any information at all beyond that.
Bear with, I shall Google.
Gable. Oh, hang on. She's back. Hang on.
Oh, this is for all us don't know. Oh, moist.
Guess where it is?
Isla.
How did you know?
I'll be honest, the smell was the giveaway.
Sound of Islay across from Jura.
Isla. Not Islay. Single malt.
Across
16
from,
year old.
across from Jura. Yeah.
Oh, it's an island,
so-
though, isn't it?
I'm smelling basically Lafroig.
Oh, that is
Maybe not the quarter cask, but
Fuck me, that is strong, though.
have they got the
So-
numbers wrong? Is this 54.8 and they put 45.8?
No, it'd be 45. To be fair, quarter cask is not that strong. No, that is. For those.
No, Leona, that's your job, sucking. We
That's
we
what-
provide the sausage. You put it in your mouth and suck.
So, the thing with this whiskey, for this to make sense, the smell, is it is immediately.
Wait,
oh, hang on. By the way, Dave, there was more info right there. Isla.
Fail.
It's peated. It's a peat
Wait,
smoke.
she says she sent proof.
Proof.
Okay, you're not doing anything yet. Okay, you failed to lick the bottle.
Oh,
there.
here we go. Oh, hello.
Oh, she's put it in her mouth. Oh, she's herring.
May I just say, live on air, Leona did in fact.
She
send
sat in
it.
front of a fire exit, but Leona has sent it and she has herring.
Your
Well done,
scent,
Leona.
your scent has been acknowledged and is on record. Congratulations, you're not a complete and utter failure.
For the
so-
rest of the stream only, we will not refer to you as excessively short.
So, this whiskey, the nose is there's citrus and it is peat smoke straight up.
She definitely swallowed.
She knows how to swallow. That is a beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm buying a bottle. I want a bottle of this. Fuck off. Straight to Master Ball. I don't give a shit. Where's my PayPal, man?
Put it on the
Fucking-
wish list.
Get that bottle in now. Send it. I'm having it. That is so good.
Have we got hold music we can play on the stream while we buy
sorry,
whiskey?
sorry. Yeah, basically, that Port Escape 8 is exactly the kind of whiskey Dave and I like. Thing is, neither of us drink peated whiskies that often, which is really weird because we fucking love them. We really
I'm
do.
trying to find my order history and try and get the exact one from the order history.
I want the one with the new bottle look on it. I like the look.
It's definitely not that.
Well, they've changed the bottle, haven't they?
Is
It's
it
not
the
the
July one?
not the recipe. It's just the bottle design.
No, I'm just trying to find. No, that was free ships.
Anyway, while Dave's doing that, what is wrong with being excessively short? Nothing is wrong with being excessively short. It's just the owner is, and we're just going with her.
No, she's not for the rest of the evening. Oh, Cavalan, that was the other one on the thing.
Oh yeah, we did drink that because I obviously had the sample set as well, didn't I?
Wait, Port Escape's not on there. When the hell did I buy this?
Okay, Dave, he's gonna be a boomer for a minute. No, we don't mean temporary there. So this whiskey is
Seriously,
quite...
when the hell did I buy this?
Doesn't
I'm back
matter.
to January at this point.
Who cares? I want to sniffers and taste it. Shut up.
I want to buy it.
Just Google. Get a Master Malt and just Google the bloody Port Escape 8. You div.
I'm on Master Malt. I'm trying to find the one I ordered, which one it is, in case it's like a special release or
Fam,
something.
it's literally written on the sample, you twat. Oh my god, hang on. My phone's just gone here. I can't make a phone call. My tablet just turned on. So, for this to make some sense, Dave's trying to find the exact one because he's a div. We're going to talk about the whiskey though. The nose says an interplay of vanilla sweetness, zesty citrus, and Isla iconic peat smoke. So,
Yes.
all I smell is peat smoke. That's a wonderful thing because you can get peated whiskies that aren't smoky, and you can get smoky whiskies that aren't peated. If you have both, oh, you've got something special because that is a proper drinker. That's the kind you put in your mouth, you enjoy, you take in, you enjoy every. Why do you like one of our photos? Oh, it was my one. Ha! I got 10 likes on it now.
Nice.
Yay! My artsy fartsy got 1 like.
Yeah, but this is the problem. Is it this one or the other one? Because this one says a very different thing.
This is the.
So this is Port Escape.
That's the old bottle.
Yeah, but I don't know what that is because I can't find that on my
Well,
purchase history.
that's only just come out, so it'd probably be that one.
So this.
Well, no, you can't be certain. What does that say on the tasting notes?
On the nose, charcoal, salted crisps, and a good squeeze of lemon.
I feel like we're gonna have to buy both and then find out who made the mistake.
Well, that
it's
one
fine.
is only 39.
Let's move on and do some
I
tasting.
do have a sample of that one.
That's fine, but can we do some tasting instead?
I'm just saying we do a sample of the other one to narrow it down. They do not, so it must be the first one.
Okay. Let's just enjoy this one. We've got the wrong tasting notes from these days. We're going to have to read the correct
That's
ones
the
to
wish
you.
list.
Fantastic. Do you want to do some drinking now? Or are you still looking at
Oh,
your
is that
phone?
what we're here for?
I mean, I'm waiting for you to do it.
My bad, my bad.
I'm
Right.
being very patient here, David.
Right, so we have a combination of interplay of vanilla sweetness, zesty citrus, and
Wrong ones.
iconic peat smoke, or charcoal, salted crisps, and good squeeze of lemon. This is our nose.
This is straight up that one. It's not these tasting notes. So this is a relaunch, which means I think the difference on this one is I don't think is that one finished in sherry butts because I don't think that.
8-year-old from the Isle of Islay, bottled in for specialty drinks,
Isla.
Port Escape range. Enjoyably smoky and elegant, a neat introduction to the range. That's all it says.
I don't think that's done in sherry butts. I don't think it is because it wouldn't have it wouldn't have all the extra sweetness.
So if I can zoom in on the image to get any more information from the bottle picture.
Anyway,
I can't.
Dave can't. Let's get this done. Let's get on with this. Yeah.
So palate notes we have either seagrass, limestone, burnt tires. Okay. Licorice and dark peat as opposed to light peat or something
what if
else.
it's like dark chocolate?
Maybe.
Maybe dark peat is like extra like bitter.
Or soft salted caramel brings a sweetness to the palate with waves of coastal peat smoke crashing
I've
underneath.
waited 20 minutes. I'd love to know. Right, let's go. It's that one.
Oh yeah, it's that one.
Yeah, it's that one. I waited to you twat. All we had to do was taste it to fucking find out. Not you fucking looking at the bottles going, oh, which one is it? Which one is it? I don't know.
Look.
You didn't think to go, oh, if I just taste it, maybe that will tell me.
Bye, Ola. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for the
Thank
donation.
you for sharing in the owner's suffering.
Yes, we really appreciate you and the
Actually,
generous
providing
donation.
the owner's suffering.
The generous donation means a lot to us. Thank you so much. And there's nothing wrong with being short, just to be clear. By the way, if you guys have any questions, well, Bert Ties,
No.
it's an odd descriptor. Let's go with that.
That reminds me of the back in the day when, I can't remember if it was MasterChef or something like that, they had Gillian Goulden on reviewing wine, and I remember very distinctly that it tasted of blackcurrant and tarmac.
Was Gilly Goulden the one that did the poop doctor thing? Poop thing?
I think possibly later in her career, yes.
She was a Channel 4 poop inspector
Yes,
person for the fat people.
several years after she did the wine tasting.
Okay. Yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask us, because we'd love to answer any questions you have, whiskey related. This is a banger.
This may have jumped to somewhere in the top of the wish list.
If it's on my Amazon wish list, it isn't there. It needs to be on there.
More
'cause-
alternatives. 8-year-old gift set.
What kind?
The kind that comes with 2 nosing glasses.
How big's the bottle?
Yes. Full size. We've branded.
Oh.
And it's on offer. It's like £1.50 off.
Yeah, but if it costs £1.50, I'd buy it.
$49.90.
I don't have. If I want to buy a Steam Deck, I can't buy that.
No, this is true.
I heroned twice. Get that video. My head's spinning. You've done your heroning. You don't need to do any more. Okay.
There's a cast strength.
I'm going another sip, Dave. You want another sip?
This is a jump. So this one is 28-year-old 324. They also have one.
I saw the price.
1900. The 45-year-old one.
See how I do in January. Right. Anyway.
You're not
have another-
45 yet.
It needs to do an 8-year-old sip. 8-second
Oh,
sip.
we do, yes. No stop. No, we will not stop. He's up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8.
Ask I can finish in my mouth and the other week. I'm a good boy.
He has
I-
literally
I-
just slumped back in his chair and gone, ah.
I will take Daddy Escape down like a champ. Your turn. Oh, I tell you what, the finish, man. The finish, long and smoky.
Right,
but
hang on.
that is accurate. That is actually accurate.
What's this one?
That is
Let's
accurate.
check.
It's a long and smoky finish. You have to go back.
Yes. This one is medium length with a hot kick of peppercorn.
That's more accurate. It's smoky. There's a bit of heat like a peppercorn, but it's smoky. I can feel that smoke there. It's like lingering charcoal, you know? It's really nice. Oh, I'm really pissed off now. He's counting with his fingers. It's right. It's quite beautiful. He's doing a little rain dance around the microphone. It's so good, isn't it? Right? We need a bottle of that. You know what's annoying? We've moved. The thing is, you know what's really fucked up? Is each whiskey has moved up in quality. You're buying it, aren't you?
No?
Okay. Well, before you do that, Dave, can I just do something? Put your phone down for a second. Just for a second. Can you please read this presidential note? Read it.
from the mouth of China himself,
President Trump,
President
yeah.
Trump.
What does it say on the
I
poster?
hereby pardon the following: Heron.
Oh, well, there we go. It's got to go then. I guess Heron's been called. Send it.
It
it's
has
a-
been set. Oh,
Tell you what, that's a fucking... Oh, no. No. Oh,
Right,
that's...
Monday the Bosh.
You might want to put that on the server as well, by the way. Wait, you sending it here?
No.
You might want to
No.
put that on the server so people can see that, so they understand it. I was literally sent a booklet of post-it notes. These ones. Executive orders of Trump, and they're all these post-it notes. And I rarely use them, but I love having them because they're brilliant post-it notes.
I absolutely don't know what
I
you...
have to film soon.
Santander,
Now, I noticed,
what?
I noticed you're a content creator.
Apparently I'm
That's
buying
fantastic.
something on Master of Malt. I feel I should check this transaction to make sure it's
I
me.
have that with NatWest all the time.
They did this to me at the butcher's earlier. They text me. Like,
Twats.
you need to go onto your app and verify this payment. I was like, fuck that shit. Pays by chip and pin.
Yeah. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time with that shit. Oh, you won't as long as you get a vid of what? Anyway, moving on. So Dave's he's doing something right now, but then he's going to take a photo of the presidential pardon, the presidential order, the pardon of the Heron. So you all on the server can see this beautiful drawing I did on the back of my hand, essentially. Oh my god, you're actually on the Santander app.
No.
What absolute cancer is this? You know, the funny thing is, with the NatWest one, is that the approve is on the right side and the decline's on the left. Like my phone's on my left hand where it normally is. I hit decline straight away every time. The amount of times I've declined a transaction, had to redo the entire thing, is bollocks. He's looking around all shifty.
Nothing happened. You saw nothing. Ooh.
Bah.
I have just acquired a gram of Glasgow 1770, the original.
Oh, he didn't get me another for class.
Whoops. My finger slipped.
How much was it, by the way?
$49.90. It happens to come with 2 free glasses.
It's not bad whiskey. So, how would you rate Pierce, by the way? Because you didn't rate it.
Well, I didn't bosh it. I rated it as not to bosh.
No. How would you rate the Pierce out of 10?
7.5.
How would you rate the Escague?
9. Actually, no. I retract that. I rate it as bosh. Are you buying it as well?
No. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So you remember that stream a while back where we did Penderyn and we managed to get like 3 people to buy a bottle of Penderyn Myth? Well, so far, yes. one of us may have bought this. The other one of us may now be buying it. This one is definitely worth a cork. Let's put it that way.
I would rate the Pierce higher than the Proper 12 because the Proper 12 is a very good drinker, and it's a solid drinker. I can't. What the fuck's my money?
Mega is currently experiencing technical difficulties.
It's not that. I think it's taking 10 minutes to do it.
Yeah, mine took a while.
I'm transferring from PayPal.
Oh, she's put that video on her server. She's brave. Any of you on the owner's server, have fun.
Anyway, I would rate the Port Escague an 8 above that of the Pierce. I give it an 8. I give the Pierce a 7 because I think it is. No, I'll give it a 6. No, 7 actually. 6.5. It's definitely above average, but I do think it sits below the Escague. The Escague is something else entirely. But then this is another thing of annoyance where with each one getting a bit older, actually the quality's gone up. But this is where the swerve comes in because we're not done. Because now we're on to something completely different. And this
yes,
one...
I like the fact for someone that's not really seen Monty Python, we've had an entire stream full of Monty Python references.
Have we?
The Cooking with the Fascists was a Monty Python reference.
Oh, that was in the chat earlier, wasn't it? Yeah. I didn't know that.
We've had a lot of Monty Python references. It's been good.
I didn't know that. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. Anyway, yeah. So the last one is, well, quite interestingly, it's the most brutal whiskey we've got. I have, anyway. Well, I say brutal. Oh, okay. It's the most brutal in the sense of the parts per million for peat. This is something, it's not actually the strongest one we've had. We had one once, as Dave brought a sample, and we opened it, we smelt it, he put it in the glass, and I tasted it, and the impact was instantaneous. Oh shit, how am I going to finish that?
Yeah.
And then we ended up buying 2 separate bottles that are completely different. Because that one was like...
That one was in the 300s, I think,
that
or
was,
200s,
was that
high
10.4?
200s.
10.4? 11.4?
Yeah,
10.4?
we can't remember which one it was. We basically had a sample of one. It was either like 290 or 310 ppm.
It was 290.
And it was, holy crap, was that insane?
Oh, that was where we knew it was a novelty. Because that just goes too far. But this is 5 years old, and I said, look, we had 7 whiskeys in total, but most of them are Dave's. And I was like, look, 2 each, that makes it easier on us. We can sit here, we can review them, we can have our fun. We can just talk about the difference in quality as well. Because this is a 5-year-old, like the Pierce.
Yeah.
But this isn't the same kind of 5-year-old whiskey. This is a limited run, limited batch. This is something designed to knock your socks off. Right? The ABV on this is almost 120 proof. 59 point whatever percent. It's bonkers. Yeah. It's the most peated whiskey in my collection, Dave's is 190 something, isn't it?
I will tell you in just a second. I have the 11.3. The 11.3 clocks in at a mere 194 ppm.
This is 107. Average peated whiskey, just to give you context, sits around 40 to 45.
Yeah. The for a
Mine-
quarter cask, which pulls people from other rooms, is about 55 to 60.
At most, 55 to 60.
Yeah.
It does depend on the batch number on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite... This one's 107, which I like the number.
Hi, Becca. Or Becca Lou, however your name is. I don't know. Becca, Becca Lou, or what. But hello.
Hi. You want Octomore? Bass and J, honestly, you need to get some.
Yes. Maybe I would recommend, if you are in the UK, use Master of Malt, get a sample first, because it's a very expensive bottle to not like and not be able to drink.
I transferred to my debit card in my bank, so I'm waiting 10 minutes for the money to appear.
F.
Fair enough. Anyway, so this one...
How many bottles of whiskey are going to be arriving here on
The
Monday?
wonderful thing about... Well, probably none of this one does. Anyway, this one arrives in a metal tube. The bottle is blacked out. Not all of them are blacked out. Yeah, this one is mine, therefore I get to open it.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Octomore. Sorry.
Octomore.
It's spelled Octomore. It's pronounced Octomore. It's beautiful.
This is a matte black finish on the bottle.
It's a matte... Well, matte
So tell you what,
grey is an old bottle, yes.
this would look... You know those Norlan decanters? They're like the frosted glass.
They're like hundreds of pounds, those are.
That's what that reminds me of, the finish quality.
Right, this is limited edition to 42,000 bottles of this are made. That, by the way, that is a lot
I can't believe there are 42,000 people that drink this.
It is actually discontinued now as well.
Well, they're on to 14 point something now?
Yes, but you still can get some of the older ones.
Yeah.
This is made by...
Sorry. Yeah, there's a better
Perfect.
tin with the bottle on it.
It's made by Bruichladdich, which markets itself as a progressive Hebridean distiller. It is considered a super heavily peated Islay single malt, conceived, distilled, matured, and bottled, unchill filtered, and colouring free at Bruichladdich Distillery, the Isle of Islay, Scotland, at 59.8%. It is 119.6 proof.
So this is full on cask strength.
Yeah, it is. The bottle's got a beautiful curve to it. It's a satin finish. Dave's one is clear but frosted.
Yeah.
I prefer his bottle to this one, but I do prefer the bottle without the tube, to be honest.
You can't get for the original Discord, can you?
No, I can't do it. Put it in the bar and let them show it.
So for those of you on the server, I am now going to put the image into the bar of my bottle. Well, this is an image from online of the
Dave
bottle
can
that I
also,
own.
if you want, he'll find out how many bottles of his are made. Now, while he's doing that, I want to ask the chat, how much do you think this bottle cost me? Because I think that's a very important question. Because just a quick thing here, proper 12, 30 quid. Pierce is probably around just a little bit more expensive, right? A Skeg, if you buy it with the glasses, 50 quid, yeah? What about this one?
As I've just discovered, yes, 50 quid.
This is a 5-year-old Scotch, one of the most potent Scotches you can ever get your hands on. How much do you think it costs? Because it's a good question. Bear in mind here, someone did bosh it, yes. Someone did just buy it outright. Good for them, that's hilarious. But that's not, it's not always how it works. It's a tricky one. Hasn't transferred still. How much do you think it costs? It's very important to no less than 125. You're correct. It's not less than 125 pounds. In fact, it costs a lot more than that. But I will say the head distiller Adam Hannett did a marvellous job with these. The thing is, and I do agree with the others, that this can be argued to be a novelty whiskey, because if you're buying this to drink, your taste buds have to be either the most refined or the most fucked. It says on here, the first release from the Bruichladdich 10 series. The expression was aged for 5 years in a selection of first fill American whiskey casks from the likes of Jim Beam, Heaven Hill, Buffalo Trace, and Jack Daniels, so not American whiskey at all. Not quite as absurdly peated as previous Octomore expressions. Bruichladdich says it is saying that it's exploring a different realm of softer smoke, yet sitting at 107 ppm. 165 Bass and J. 10 points to your respective Hogwarts house. You are absolutely correct. It costs £165, this did, which is the second joint.
I call Google.
Ha! It is. It is joint most expensive bottle in my collection, next to one other. Which bottle is as expensive as this?
Night on Earth was less.
Not that.
Iron Hot Fire was
Not that.
slightly less.
Not Jack Daniel's Sinatra either.
21s? One of the 21s?
No. That's it. That's more expensive now though. But when I bought my one, no. It's a very obvious one as well. We've had a few glasses of it.
Not the Neat
Oh, Johnny.
Blue. Yes.
The
Johnny
icon.
Blue.
It's
Yeah.
the Icons bottle, collectible bottle.
So for reference, the bottle that the friend of the family Bosch, which I now have because I paid for it.
Part of
Yes.
it, yes.
So mine is in the bar for those interested. It has a ppm of 194. Turn to page 300. Where's Severus Snape when I need him for 194?
100.
There are only 18,000 bottles of my one.
How many?
18,000.
Yours is more rare than mine.
It's 61.7% ABV.
That is actually the strongest one then, because the only one I've got that comes close to you is my class 105 is 60.
Yeah.
Anyway, time to pop a cork.
Ooh.
You ready? Hang on.
Always.
Oh,
You had to fight it.
that came out easier though.
Oh.
Well, shit. Oh, hang on, dog. We have to brief momentary
Yeah,
pause, folks. Hang on a second. We do apologise. Right,
What am I meant to do here now?
we have returned. Dog didn't want to leave. Anyway, I'll pop the cork one more time.
Oh. I put a challenge. Oh.
That was so loose.
Anyway, it's a very gentle pop for
It
something
is.
that's got such a big bang.
So,
Ah,
Cork.
soil.
it's on my nose. Take that.
It's not meant to put it up your nose.
Yeah, I know.
We've
Try
talked
some-
about this. My aqua.
Oh yes, sorry, water. Yes, that could have been catastrophic. Imagine being an Octomore that's watered down. It won't be 59.8% now, will it? 59.8. This is the one we're dreading a little bit because we know this one's a little bit harder to drink. So we're a bit, we're going to be careful with this to an extent. But we are going to talk about something else
One of the
afterwards.
days we'll be having a second one of as a nightcap to keep him warm overnight.
You can have a Voulin afterwards, can't you? There's nothing saying if we feel good afterwards, we can do a Voulin after, can't we?
We could do, yes. Well, no, I haven't got the. No, that's an empty box. I only have that. And we could do that. Oh, that's an empty box as well.
You twat. It's fine. I have a backup plan.
He's also an 8-year-old.
Oh no, I've got other drinks entirely. I've got
Yeah.
12s over there. I've got a... No, that's going.
We could run to the cabin, but that will take a while with the.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not running across that minefield.
No.
Oh boy, the smell. This one might have to become a heron. I actually do want to find out if it can be shot. I kind of want... Not yet.
Meg's going full brave. He's
Not-
taken
not
as
yet.
Clarkson would say, time to take a brave pill.
We've got at least 20 minutes. I'm not going to do it just yet. Man with a plan, absolutely. The smell on this is quite clearly, it's sweet but smoky.
It doesn't smell like it's going to rip out your insides.
No, this one's the weaker one as well.
True.
So I was lucky I got this one. Because I don't mind the stronger ones, but after doing that, that was a lesson in not... There are times in my life where I've sat there and gone, what I need is someone behind me just to say when I'm about to make a mistake. He's got big lungs on this one. Yes, that's a Scrubs reference. You got it. Well done. And I've made that mistake once or twice, and I've been instantly recoiled. And usually I can dead deliver on a shot, but there's one or two that have thrown me. But yeah, this one is the strongest, and we put it last on purpose. It was going to be year statement, but Octomore is too unpredictable.
Yeah.
To go earlier,
It's
and now
it's too big to be able to.
Yeah, now we know the barrels come from Jim Beam and Buffalo Trace and Jack Daniels. We know it. While it might, I like that they'll think, oh, it's got that, but Buffalo Trace, Jack Daniels, and
Jim Beam, Jack Daniels,
got all the best
basic,
flavors.
Basic Bish whiskey.
Well, no. They'll say, but we got all the best flavors out of it. You got the sloppies, and I'm like, bitch, this tastes better because we got the actual good stuff out of it. Shut the fuck up.
We have managed in this majestic bottling to make your whiskey good.
And further prove the point that you guys don't know how to make whiskey. You bitch. Jim Beam is fine if you have like a liqueur. Sure. Jack Daniels, anything above number 7. Buffalo Trace, no idea. Heaven Hill, I've heard of Heaven Hill, but no thank you. Why? Because Angel's Envy exists. Fuck off.
Not surprised, yeah. That's a big drink for you had earlier that you swallowed.
You did, right, just so everyone knows, I just watched her swallow a load bigger than I've ever seen her swallow before.
That must have been at least a double.
It was a hearty mouthful. And if she says it was salty with a lot of protein, you know it is accurate. You ready for a little sip then, Dave?
No.
Cheers.
What's the opposite of cheers? Yeah, that works.
Yep.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's intense. That's right at the front. It's a bit... that warms you right up here, though, doesn't it? You know, you need another one of these afterwards.
Hasn't got it yet.
Building.
There we go.
Yeah. It's sweet. Very sweet.
It is, yeah.
But the fiery peaty that it mentions here in the tasting notes on the palate, very accurate.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It is right. Never knocking you over. It hits, but it doesn't overwhelm. And that's the first time I said whelm tonight.
You know, there has been a complete lack of whelm.
We have been very lacking of the whelm tonight.
Been very lacking in whelm tonight.
I think we overwhelmed ourselves with the Penderyn stream, and we haven't really recovered, have
We let our whelm down.
we?
Penderyn stole the whelm, and we'd like the whelm back.
Yeah.
Penderyn could do me a favour and make a shit whelm. That'd be great.
I kind of want to try that Patagonia one.
I had that in my browser for weeks, and I was like, I so badly want to buy it. I really do, because it just the box and everything. But I'd want to buy it and open it.
Yeah, if only we hadn't just accidentally not bought some Porter's cake.
I haven't bought any at all.
Santander clearly more reliable than NatWest for banking authorization.
Yep.
Meg's dad, if you're listening, if you don't get a Christmas present, might be why.
No, he's got his present already. I haven't bought it. Unless you haven't bought him his.
No, his is at my flat.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yours is at my flat as well.
That's a bit silly. I wouldn't open it.
No, you want to open yours, trust me.
I doubt it.
No, you do.
I doubt it. Because that means opening things, and I don't like opening things. I like
If
opening
you
things.
open only one present, you need to open mine.
I like it if I open things that I buy, it's fine because I bought it, you know. Actually, just to prove the point, I don't open things, right? In there are 2 video games in that mount that I still haven't taken out the packaging. Crash Racing is one of them. Might just be one. Might just be one, actually. I thought I might not have opened Zelda, I can't remember. I think it might be in the other case, there's another one that isn't open in the unit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm terrible at opening things. Anyway, this is a really nice whiskey, but
Still
it's
going.
Yeah, it's a long finish, which is understandably omitted from the finish.
Yeah.
It builds.
Waxy peels, salted caramel, and clove. I mean, well, clove. I wouldn't say it tastes of clove, but it makes sense for some heat.
This is the kind of one where I know we could, it would take 5-6 of us to do it in one evening, because you can't do it on as one. It's not one you bring to a party for everyone to drink. This is one you bring to a table and say, right, we're going to get the glasses out and the nosy ones and the covers. We're going to have a nice little session.
Oh, could you imagine doing that though with the nosing glasses in advance, prepping it, and just opening them all at once and just going?
But didn't we do that with one? We put it in nosing glasses and I put it in the living room and it didn't. I think because somebody left the windows open, it didn't actually.
It was either Big Pete or Pete Monster when we did the Pete taste at your old house.
In Norwich, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that let us definitely lacked in well.
Bunnahaven lacked in one because that was the Strada and not the peated one.
Yeah.
Because that was when I first heard of Bunnahaven, and I was like, but this isn't peated.
Yeah.
It was an Isla one, and it completely threw me because it was so bland.
Yeah, because
it might have been the
that,
Strada.
the Big Pete, the Pete Monster,
Yeah.
one of which also wasn't good. The
No.
Lefroy Court Cask.
Smokehead
and
was it, wasn't it?
something else.
Smokehead?
It may have been Smokehead, yeah.
Because Smokehead is I had this joke the other day, and this will make some sense to you guys maybe. I said to Dave that Smokehead had finally done something that actually Dave will appreciate, and it was that they've introduced these new glasses, and he's like, I don't get it. And I was like, well, they curved it around someone's nose, so you get to put your nose in the glass. And he's like, that makes sense then, because I got a big ass nose.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I get it. It's a good joke. I like
They
that.
have made a glass specifically for my nose.
It looks like breathing apparatus. It looks like the full. Have you seen it?
Yeah, you showed me a picture.
Yeah. It looks like breathing apparatus. I'm okay with that
It's got the
because
indent, so you
yeah.
can
Well, it contours around the
Yeah.
nose, and I just thought,
Could you imagine me with my sleep mask and that
you get a breathing.
blind taste
I
test?
think you get a smoky whiskey, an Ilse Bay or something, Metallica. You just do that. It's like your own version of a CPAP. Dave has sleep whiskyer.
Pete Pat.
It's a sleep whiskyer machine to deal with his chronic illness. Now, can I find it? Can I find it now?
You should try something I'll explain, but can't find it. Leave in comments later.
Oh, leave it in the comments. Absolutely. Yeah, please do. We'll always read the comments eventually. Yes, absolutely. So this is 5 years old. I think I will do the 5 seconds if you want.
I'm sure we can both manage. Not at the same time, probably, but well, he's going for it. It's already gone in. He's being brave. It's going down. That must be about 4, probably 3, maybe 2, maybe 1. He's in. Oh dear.
It's fine. No, I actually just caught the wrong bit on the throat as it went down. That was the intense warmth. Oh my God. Do it. Send it. It builds in warmth like a chili. Right.
Yeah.
That builds.
First
right.
2-3 seconds, you're like, this is. Oh, hello.
And then
And then you get to 5, you're like, it burns.
yeah.
This reminds me of your nephew with that wet wipe trying to get the chili out of his mouth.
Okay, I missed this because I wasn't involved in Christmas last year because poor mental health. And I'd heard that my youngest nephew, and I'm not going to, my brother-in-law was given, I suggested to Dave here to get my brother-in-law a chili vodka or rum or something from Master and Malt called.
No, it's from the Pirate Squad people.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, it was. It was a rum. It was a chili. Yeah. And he bought it. Brother-in-law had some, and the nephew touched it.
Yeah.
Because he likes to touch things. And then he uses a baby wipe to wipe his tongue because he
doesn't really speak, so
well,
he was
now,
just running
not as
around
much.
going, hair, like pointing at his mouth, and then he grabbed the baby wipe and was like rubbing his tongue with the baby wipe.
It was. I felt so bad for him when I heard about this.
On the plus side, though, he took it like more of a man than his dad, who decided it was too much for him to bear. He went into the bathroom downstairs, locked the door, lay down on the floor, and basically shook himself clean.
Yeah.
Not looking at you yet. But was started calling for help. Eyes closed. I'm not doing this. He was calling for help. He'd locked himself in the bathroom.
It's gone now, Dave. It's gone. Oh, too late. You've seen it. There you go. What does it say, Dave? What does it say?
Heron!
Fucking, it's heron time. Cheers. YOLO swag fam. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Well, that's a shot.
Take a leaf out of your brother-in-law's book. I'm going to lay down on the bathroom floor.
Hey, you won't need to worry about sleeping warm tonight.
But
Fucking.
yes, so he lay down on the bathroom floor with the door locked, calling for help, and no one could help him because he'd locked the door.
And to be honest, the only person that could have helped him wasn't in the house at the time because he wasn't really feeling up to joining Christmas.
And the other people that could have helped him were too busy laughing.
I would have broken the door, to be honest, because all I'd do is lean against the handle and just smash it lightly. Anyway, we just YOLO swag for Octomore, so I'm going to move screen for this one. This one actually went down cold for me and is building right in the centre
This
of my
one went down
chest.
straight hot for me.
See, I had the opposite. It went down cold here, and then it's building here. But
It's starting
really
to dissipate now. It literally right at the back of the
It felt,
throat.
you know what it felt like? It felt like acid reflux.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. It felt like reflux.
Your analogy earlier about a chili is
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
you can touch a chili, you can wash your hands so many times, and 10 minutes later you touch your eye, and then you burn your eye
I'm
for an hour.
getting a second wind here. It was cooling off, and then it's like, no, we're not done with you yet.
Whew. We're back on topic. We love to meander aimlessly around. That's why it's entertaining. Possibly. I don't know. Hit like if we're entertaining.
It's not possible. We're never entertaining.
Hang on. Oh.
We're never. No. You okay?
Yeah, I got the second wind.
Oh, there you go. You got there.
Yeah.
Okay, so rate this one out of 10.
For burn, 11. For drinkability, probably about 4. I don't know.
I would put it
we-
above. I have to sit it above the proper 12
we
solely
can-
because of what it's so much more complex.
The thing is, we can drink it because we are used to drinking whiskey and we do tend to like peated whiskey.
Yeah.
But we can probably only manage one glass of it, which still suggests that there's too much to it. And obviously, we know the stronger one is even
Third wave.
more. I haven't had a third wave. I'm quite happy not to have a third wave.
It's a minor, but
So
it hit.
I'm going to say a 6 as well, purely because I think it's too much for most people.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say we're special in any way by saying that we can handle it, but we drink whiskey, so if people are going to be able to handle it, it's people are used to the flavours and the heat you get from whiskey.
Bosh.
So just for reference, guys, I'd like you to know that you have cost us both £100 tonight because we have tried this whiskey for your entertainment, and you've got the same sample I have. Excellent. Yeah, so for your entertainment, you have cost us £100. So please do hit the donate button to make us feel better about spending all of our money.
Bosh.
A bosh.
Bosh.
Wait, no, hang on. What you do is you stand up and then you go like this, and then you go.
Oh yeah,
Bah.
yeah. You Randy also you go up like you go your hands go up like this and you.
A bosh. And in the background, you go, hey, nothing
Oh, you know
can
what?
say.
I haven't stood up in like 2 hours. That went straight.
Meg has
to my...
whiskey legs.
No. It's just a second. All right, so can I have some water? Because that's
Whatever
fucking
Randy Orton's
burning me
entry
still.
is these days.
That's still burning me. Thanks, man.
Bye, Coaster.
You need some of that water yourself. Oh, you got water in your bottle.
I'm not strawberrying that. Jesus.
No, there's a bottle there. You don't.
No.
No, that one I meant. I meant that one. Have a little bit of water in my glass, please. Actually, just. Ooh. You're not that drunk, are you?
No, I just didn't quite get the coaster.
All right. Well, that'll do. Thank you. Oh, I spilled it on myself. Okay. Oh. You appreciate my sacrifice, Brian. Thank you. It does mean that obviously Dave and I have acquired 4 more nosing glasses that we don't need.
And I can't fit my nose in.
Legitimately, he can't. And to be fair,
Although, to be fair, one of them can replace my broken Penderyn one.
that sucks.
Which I still need to
I mean,
replace.
to be honest, they replaced my Master and Malt one, which still I'm salty about anyway.
Yeah.
That made me cry because it was the first one I ever bought.
To be fair, of the two that broke, one of them was the cat.
That's fine, but obviously that one hurt. You know, I like that one. But just the thing, I've always mocked Dave for having a big nose. Yet as I've gotten older, mine's not gotten any smaller. So
Your face is shrinking away from your nose.
It is a bit, isn't it? My chin gets smaller. What the hell's going on? I've had to grow a beard to hide that. What the fuck is this about? It's like I've got a
I
chin.
thought it was laziness.
You know what it is? It's a chinek. A chinek.
He is developing a chinek.
If you get this, you're one of us. Would Dave like to have one more glass?
The Octomort? No.
Would Dave like to have one more glass of something completely different?
I mean, we've not had that much. It's only 10 o'clock.
I'm going to suggest something completely different, though.
Okay.
No age statement.
Okay.
Cool.
I mean, so just for reference, because it's on the screen. So I did.
Bye, broccoli.
I've been attacked. I've been assaulted. I'm being vegetabled. So on the screen you can see we have a Lagavulin 8, a Master of Malt Speyside Unknown Distillery 6-year-old.
Yes. Okay.
And an Edredor 10-year-old. Now,
Right. Yeah. Let's talk about those first.
I brought those down as extras because they are young whiskies in my collection. Edredor I've never had, so I brought that as a
Nor have I.
possible.
Didn't you buy a bottle of it?
No, I only have the small.
What was the one you bought in
I tried to
August?
win a bottle of it.
No. What was the bottle you bought in August in the whiskey shop?
Ardre.
Ardre.
Which is no age statement.
Well, I forgot the name. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Speyside 6, which we've had on this stream before because of Master of Malt's brilliant tweet to declare that anything that comes straight from the cask is cask strength.
They're dickheads. Yeah.
Although they are good, they're good people.
Oh, we love Master Malt. We've always loved them.
Yeah, long time admirers.
Well, I mean, we
of
did just
the
spend
Master of
£100
Malt.
on a
Yes.
website that 54.85 of mine that won't arrive till Thursday.
Why is yours more than mine?
I don't know.
Are you not a member of Master Malt Prime?
No.
F for Meg. I am. I get free delivery.
Yeah, that's why
Bosh.
when you go to Monday.
That's why mine's coming Monday.
Yeah, but I chose the whiskey shop over that, didn't I? I couldn't do both.
Yeah.
Anyway, they brought 3 extras, and we can, if you'd like us to talk about them, we can do that because the Speyside we both have had.
Yeah.
We've had the Vulin. I think we both have had a glass of that.
Yes, we have. Because it was open when you gave it to me.
Yeah.
'cause-
Well,
yeah.
yeah. So I think I hadn't had a glass of it. I'd sniffed it. I might have had a glass at your place.
Yeah.
The Edredor I've never touched. I've never heard of.
No.
I know nothing of it. I thank you for appreciating our sacrifice. Now please donate to the coffee so we can replenish my bank account. My PayPal requires replenishment.
Please donate generously because I don't get anything from your donations to the coffee, so that
He's
means
lying.
that Meg
He
can...
got a bottle of Talisker Port.
True. But
Which is literally how it's pronounced.
it goes
No
into
joke.
Meg's bank account, which means he can pay for the next Nando's. I think it might be your turn.
We're not going for any time soon.
No, this is true. I mean,
Might
January,
be
February.
January, yeah. When I pick up yours in January, you know.
Up mine, are you? Hello.
I mean, in late January. I mean, my birthday will be here, won't it?
Well, my dad will be away for his birthday, so it's not like we have to see him.
I don't have to buy my bottle this year.
Ah, bugger. We're gonna have to coordinate that because they're on a cruise. We have to make sure we time that well enough that they're there so they can do the Beef Wellington.
Okay. There's a thing also we need to consider. I didn't get your mum a birthday present this year. I did get your dad though, so I feel like I have to get your mum something next
Okay.
year to make up for that.
Fair enough. You've got to May for that. So
Yeah, but if I get her something to make up for last year at the same time I give your dad a present, then it makes sense, doesn't it? I can just be like,
True.
that's for the birthday I missed of yours.
Right, they go on the 27th of January, so we need to look
I
at that.
get paid on the 24th, which means I would either have to be down in early February, or when actually I can't be up earlier.
Yeah.
I can't.
When am I off?
Um,
When am I
Well, Dave
here?
works it out. Right. Lagavulin introduced the 8-year-old.
Gerald?
Thank you. Well, it's half Gerald. It's Ger.
Half Gerald. Ger.
Yes. So they introduced the 8-year-old to make up for the fact that the
Did your niece call
16-year-old.
it earlier? I nearly relegated to the back seat. What did she call it? I can't
I
remember.
wasn't
She called,
there.
no, she called it something else.
Okay,
And
you-
I nearly
you
relegated
worked it
to
out.
the back. For it.
Anyway, the Lagavulin 8 was introduced because Lagavulin, the distillery, could not.
So I'm here there, 13th to 19th.
Yeah. Lagavulin could not keep up with the supply and demand for the 16, which is their standard whiskey. It's the most exquisite Islay single malt, pronounced Isla, but we say Islay single malt, called Lagavulin. If Dave can get it. And Becca, thank you for becoming a Moistonian citizen. We really appreciate that. Any membership is always appreciated, and genuinely, we do appreciate the support. David, say thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm thinking you might have to. If that'll be my day off. So if I take a day there, you'd have to come up like the early part of that week.
Do you want me to come up before the weekend?
Yeah, it'd have to,
I
'cause I'm working-
don't get
I'm
paid till
working
the,
that weekend,
my
and
January
they're
payment.
away.
My payment will not be till then.
So if I take that'll be my day off. So if I take that as well,
Yeah.
if you come up then and then we can do. That
Yeah, but how do I get to yours on the 23rd, mate? I don't get paid then.
I'll pay for tickets in advance, and you pay me back.
I'd have to go back earlier. When do your parents go away?
27. So we've got to do it before they go.
I
obviously.
cannot. I would have to go back before. I'd probably have to go back on the 25th.
That's fine. I mean, I'll be at work, so if you went back on the morning of the 25th,
Yeah,
I can go to work after.
we'll go shopping on the 24th. Okay,
Yeah.
right, we'll do that. We'll work it out later. We'll do that tomorrow, okay? Anyway, back to this. Sorry about this, folks. Dave's just having these autism moments where he decides to look at things
I'm
that he
just
shouldn't.
organising Meg's life for him. Don't worry.
Thank you. Yeah, Lagavulin 8 was because they could meet supply and demand. It's actually an absolutely sublime Isla. It really is. But I prefer the 16. I've had a 20 CL of the 16. I've never owned a full-size bottle. Dave owns a full-size bottle, I think.
Yes.
which has never been finished because
I got
It's
that
ex-
from
although
my boss.
it was on
basically. Well,
it was on sale for like 65 quid or something
yeah.
in Master Vault sales, and I was like, I was
So-
tempted.
When this is 2018. Yes. So 2018, I got promoted. This is my first promotion into a management role.
Oh,
I was assistant manager at
a
store.
shop.
And my boss didn't know what to get me, so he gave me 40 quid for Christmas.
Yeah.
I bought a bottle of Lagavulin, which was £44, or £46 at the
From
time.
where?
I believe that was Master of Malt.
Ah, good
Um,
shop. I like it.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
so
favourite.
I used his £40 to get myself a bottle of Lagavulin for
That
Christmas.
had to be on sale because that stuff is always in the mid-60s.
It was on sale, but it used to be in the 50s. This is the thing.
Well,
It's
yeah,
gone
but
up. It's now in the
don't
80s.
forget how bad the governments always tax
Yeah.
alcohol. They're like, oh, we just need tax. I would tax the alcohol.
Because as a
instead.
standard now, it's like 80 something.
Well, that's why when it's on sale, and I saw it recently, I was like, I so badly want a bottle of it, but I can't. Genuinely, that Ascag, that has to be the last one this year. It has to be. I cannot risk. I want to buy a Steam Deck.
I'm
I've got to pay
pretty sure I've
taxes.
already gone like 2 bottles past my last one this year.
That has to be.
One
the
of
last
which was the Singleton.
We're not going to do a pissing contest. So anyway, because I think we'd be here for a while with the other things I may have done accidentally. Anyway,
Yeah, Royal Salute.
shut up.
Royal Salute.
Shut up. The Space Side 6 he bought, and I mean, he wasn't going to open it originally. I remember you thought you'd sit on it and see what happened.
Yeah, but
Just
it was
but-
20 quid at the end of the day.
Yeah,
It
that's
was-
what I said.
Yeah.
Because I've got a Space Side. I've got Master Malt one as well, Tamnavulin 13. And I'm not opening it yet. Not because I don't want to, just because I haven't had a chance to. I don't want to open all my bottles. That's just like showing your hand of your cards already,
Yeah.
you know? What's the point? Why not get rid of
Look,
some
I've already got a flush.
I have a straight flush. Get wrecked,
Yeah.
bitch. The Edredor I know nothing of. I don't think Dave does either. Do be careful with the
I
guitar
know
and
it's
leg.
a bit rare. They're a distillery that's come back active. They were closed for
Yeah.
quite a while.
Enjoy your multitasking, Bass and J. We don't. If I pronounce your name wrong, do tell me. Bass and J sounds right though. I know nothing of Edredor or Dower. I don't know how you pronounce it. But I'm looking forward to trying it in the future. But we are not going to drink those, folks.
Edredor, they only have 3 stills.
We are going to go back to the bar because Dave and I are going to do something very different.
They continue to produce the finest single malt whiskey available.
I'm not running up to the cabin to find out.
That's what they put on their bottle. That's a big claim.
That is a. What's the ABV on that? If it's 46, I'll say it might be right.
Lower.
No.
I believe the correct technical term is get the.
You just throw it across my room. But you could have hit a guitar doing that.
There's no guitars over there. Well, not that way.
Bitch, there is a guitar
Up,
right
not
there.
down.
When you're nudging that one with your leg,
Well, yeah. In a way.
it's expensive.
Don't put the expensive guitar in the way.
Okay. I'll put it right over here out of your way because you can't be trusted.
Twing.
It costs a lot. It's really-
Smooth, creamy,
For those
light
who are
malted
curious, the
taste.
guitar
is
Dave
followed
is
by
nudging
mellow,
with his
warm
leg.
finish.
It's called an LTD Eclipse 87. Based on a 1987 style of model guitar, T-type, it is about £1,000. Anyway, the one we're going to finish with,
That's right, it's still cheaper than a bow, it's fine.
I have one more expensive. I have 2, in fact. Anyway, we're going to finish with something really simple, really nice.
Filling glass. Good choice, Becca.
One
Don't
that
know what you're
needs,
filling it with, but you're filling a glass.
one
so.
that desperately needs a refill because I don't want to have this ever empty. It is Jameson's Stout Edition.
So, purely just because you missed that. Good choice, Becca. Filling a glass, always worthwhile. Don't know what you're filling it with, but
Sangria,
always
probably.
good to have a full glass. If it's sangria, then I trust that you herond, and therefore have no sangria.
Sorry. Yeah,
I came at the wrong angle.
right. I'm not basing it on jigger because I don't see the point. It's a screw top, which means
So Meg has 2 and a bit ridges. I have 2 and a bit ridges. That's a pretty good even pour, to be fair.
fucking hell, well done, me. Usually you're the pourer. Can you please put that back on the bottle and put it back in the thing, please? Is that your hand-eye coordination's getting a bit interesting, mate? All right.
It was grey on black on
No
grey.
abusing guitars, Brian. I agree. If you know what an LTD Eclipse looks like, it's a Telecaster-shaped guitar. It has a Floyd Rose, Seymour Duncan's. It's an 1987 sound, which is a very popular sound, and I like it a lot.
To be fair, sangria is not a bad drink.
No, I've never had it.
It's just like a fruity wine.
The only fruity wine I like is mulled wine.
Yeah, it's somewhere kind of between a mulled wine and the wine we had.
Brian, one of us, one of us.
One of us. One. Ah!
To be honest, sorry, buddy. Your foot there.
Dave now has one less toe.
Okay. You don't need it. Anyway, I need to get a refill on that bottle. So if I do Bosch anymore this year, it has to be that. I'm not saying people should go to my wish list and send me Jameson's, but I kind of need it, because if I do, I can give it to Dave and he can buy me a stout one.
On 3rd of Tullamore 12. Oh dear. Right. So as a warning, public service announcement to those of you in the chat,
I need to revoke her powers.
or on the or on the Discord, if Leona is on her 3rd drink, if you randomly lose access to the stream, the server, or any of thing related to Meg, not worth a cork, anything, it is because Leona has drunk too much, as abusing her powers, and gone yeeting mad, and kicked you all out. We apologise in advance. Please do rejoin. We do want you here. Yeah.
If you've ever heard of Iron Maiden, the song "Run to the Hills" would be totally appropriate right now. Anyway, what does Dave remember of Jameson's Stout Cask Edition?
That
Excuse me.
for someone that doesn't drink like actual beer,
Yeah.
it tasted like a beer without making me think it was a beer.
That was one of the reasons I was so happy, because I bought you got a bottle for your
Yes.
birthday. This is what made me so happy, because I made you try it with my bottle just to prove it.
Well, a 5.
A 6. Anyway, yeah. So I like the IPA one. I like the Stout Cask. I think they're fantastic.
There's 2 spelling mistakes in that sentence.
Excuse me. And it's beautiful on the nose. It's creamy. It's not too. It's a Jameson's. I've yet to encounter as a whiskey a bad Jameson's, and I've got all of them.
So Brian, which Jameson's is it? The stout that you're?
These are the stout you're
Oh, good man.
Clink on that.
So this is for Brian. Special announcement. Brian, one of us.
Bloody good that is. That's really good.
It makes you think there's a head, like the foamy head. And
Yeah,
then...
it's got those creamy qualities, isn't it? It's very welcoming. So the reason I chose this last isn't just because it's no age statement, but I wanted to prove a point. First of all 4 whiskies are age statements, and they're all so different to the point we just spent £100 because of you guys. How dare you do this to us? Our last stream of the year, we want to enjoy it. But we started with proper 12. I made sure it had to be first.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's a very easy whiskey.
We have managed to go on a nice upward trajectory.
Well, then the Optimal went,
Yeah.
let's just put it in
The
flux.
Optimal went up a hill, down a valley, into a volcano.
It's sort of wibbly wobbly timey-wibbiness. It just sort of all over the place.
It's like string theory.
It basically is every dimension of reality, and it can all be proven with a guitar.
Like Doctor Strange in the multiverse.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it does. It does. If we took a picture of the imagery on Meg's guitar,
I can demonstrate this with a guitar. Give me a sec. So whereas Sun went like this, went up, Oxmoor went. That's what it just fucked up. All right, it just gave up. Whereas some are nice and steady, some are nice and casual, some are nice and bright. Octomore's like, no.
I was going to go to randomly put my hand on it to make a really horrible chord. Where's your whammy bar?
Hang on. Yeah, no. It's just all over the place. It's all over the place. You can't quite tell where it sits, and that was intentionally fucked up on purpose. I'm not a shit
No,
player.
Meg can actually play guitar.
I can actually play. I'm not drunk. Please don't try me. There's no way. I'm not even half cut or buzz. This is quite casual.
Actually, surprisingly, having had the Optimal, no.
It's only a single though, isn't it?
True.
If it was 3 doubles, I think we'd be staying.
To be fair, we did have au naturel steak. We did not marinate. So.
I would also point out that if it was that much whiskey, we'd just be sleeping top and tail, locking our parts in the middle. But yeah, the point of the Jamesons was to also point out that you don't need an age statement to have a good whiskey.
We
All
could
of
have
these are
picked-
good.
I'm looking around the room, and there's 2 other bottles I could have picked that would prove that point. One of them is over there, and one of them is there.
Oh, Nika.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nika from the barrel. No age
I-
statement.
Yeah, I haven't opened one in the cabin as well.
Yeah.
Ben Keith up there's no age statement. James, Jack Daniels
Well,
single
I
barrel.
was thinking Haven, but yeah.
But then Jack Daniels single barrel though.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's not a bad whiskey. Glenlivet Founders Reserve actually as well.
So, Leona, please take us back a few comments to your statement about being beyond buzzed. So,
Yes,
since then, we've had one sentence with 2 spelling mistakes. We've had another sentence with, well, I don't know what that word is. You've had to delete a message and correct your spelling.
Well, Dave does that. G major neutral, yes. And my favorite mode is Dorian. Or Mixolydian, I don't mind that. But I found that's too positive. I quite like Dorian because it fits in with a bluesy jazz
Meg
play.
doesn't do positive.
Indeed, I am very much negative. No, in the sense of mode for guitar play, modes are a style of play. Dorian is my favourite, not just because of the jazz and blues, but also because it reminds me of one of my favourite characters, John Dorian. Not Dorian Gray. Okay,
David has a capital D.
it's also a common before David.
True, yes, very true.
I'm a spelling person. I want to say the word the NA,
Yes.
but I can't because of YouTube. Cheers.
He's enthusiastic about grammar.
It's, well, mostly spelling actually. I'm horrendous with grammar since I use ellipses so much. I'm like dot dot dot, everything dot dot dot. Is that ellipses? Yeah, dot dot dot.
Yeah, because parentheses, yeah.
Yeah. So ellipses is all the dot. I do all the dots because I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I no lie. In my captain's logbook, I put dots everywhere.
Could still spell bite me. But it m e. So I like the fact that she's just contradicted
Back
herself.
to the whiskey. Back to the whiskey. Fuck it. We're gonna be here all night otherwise with this.
True, yes. Judge spell check, ladies and gentlemen.
We will stick to the
Officer
whiskey.
spell check, whatever.
Jamesons are a great point of how a
Thank you,
fantastic whiskey does not require an age. Jamesons don't do age statements before the age of 18.
We
And
aren't chatting, so you can't time us out. It won't make any difference.
Oh, you like that? Oh, nice. It's a good mode. I like that. Yeah, it's a banging mode. Should have left nothing wrong with that. I like Jameson. So I have an 18-year-old Jameson's. I've never tried it. It's going to be in next year, I promise. I've had it for a few years. Dave's had a couple glasses. It's hilarious that only he has. But we know Jameson's doesn't need the age statement to be good because I've got Jameson's proof. It's fantastic. I've got the smoked, I've got the crested, I've got the single pot. The IPA I've had, another bottle of that.
I have the small batch distillers, but I've never opened it because it's worth
That's
money
collectible though, yeah. That's collectible. To be fair, we've made a few mistakes over the years with collectibles, haven't we? You and the McCullum need a coffee roast
We didn't
espresso.
know the McCullum at the time, though, did we?
I didn't know roast espresso would.
No.
I thought that would just be a banger. Yeah. But age statements aren't all that. And for those who want to get into drinking whiskey, and if by the way we're gonna be finishing soon. If you have any questions, please ask them out. We'd love to answer them. I think that age statements aren't as important as people think they are. This is a great point that a low age statement can be so different. You've got 2 5s there, and they're nothing alike.
Yeah.
You've got a 4-year-old that comparatively just tasted like water. Yet it was sweet enough
But
that it
on
could
its
be mild.
own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it went first, because it had to, if you did that after the October, you wouldn't notice anything.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't know.
But then we had
You'd think it was the palate cleanse.
we had the Ascag 8, the original version.
Yeah, which we had literally came out of nowhere.
Yeah. And much like
They're still trying to bosh, I think.
And we end up just like being blown away from it.
Yeah. Meg has successfully boshed. Can
Don't know what
confirm, Meg and I have both successfully boshed.
Is it the same one, the Ascag with 2 gift
Yes.
glass? Oh, that's fine then. Yeah, no, I didn't bosh that. But I do need 50 quid.
Yes, as do I for unrelated reasons.
Yes. The next Jameson's with the IPA. So Jameson's IPA, for those who don't know, I bought that was my first stream whiskey for this year, and it was gone within 2 weeks
Yeah.
because I was pouring doubles, and I realised I need to reduce that to singles because this was bad.
Yeah.
I was like, this is gone before Dave is even here.
I think
around.
because I think you started on doubles thinking that they would last.
Yeah.
Anyway, didn't you?
And then I realised it wouldn't. I was like, no, we're going down to singles.
Not least because chat are fickle. And
But
pick
also,
the same one.
I realised also if I did double every night,
Yeah.
5 days a week, that's not good.
No, that's a bit
I
over
was
the
I
doctor
only
recommended,
drink well when you're here.
Yeah, true.
And you're not here
So once a month.
But then I don't plan. Say you were living around here. I'm not drinking all that every day if you're here. No, there'll be a single for streaming on Twitch, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to be an alcoholic. I don't want to be an alcoholic. I want to enjoy this. I don't want to enjoy it and
the
depend
most
on
I
it.
drink when I'm not here is when I'm at my parents and we have like wine and pork with
Yeah,
whatever.
but I don't want to
Whiskey
enjoy
either.
something but depend on it for enjoyment. No, don't be silly. There's always a drink responsibility responsible for people here, and I fully agree. And the IPA one is fantastic. Absolutely is. It really is. And there is totally not a massive tote bag full of bottles empty in my cab, in my shed, waiting to go in the recycling bin.
They're not in the bag anymore. When we got the bikes out last time, they may have gone everywhere, and I was like, "Yeah, that is fair."
Well, they're going to have to go into recycling in the near future. On Christmas Day, you and I are going to have to fix that before then.
It needs
Before
to
and
help
after.
with her bike
Well,
anyway.
it depends if anything are damaged. If anything's damaged, no. But if they're not, yes.
They should be right. They just came out of the bag.
What I mean is, if any of them are cracked, I don't want to near it.
They
That's
just
just
came
my
out of the
personal.
bag,
That's just
yeah.
my personal thing. I will not allow her in my
No.
shed if they're cracked.
No, I don't mean anything.
But if they're fine, then yes, fine. One has to be smart. Agreed. So that's the thing. I will say this 100%. We've been doing this for just over a year. We fully say drink responsibility.
Yeah.
We will not. We're not. No.
We
Next.
time our streams around when I have to drive to make sure we don't do one the night before I have to drive, anything
Yeah.
like that.
That's why it's always a Saturday. 'Cause Sunday he can just rest. We don't intend to do much on Sunday beyond do a Discord VC, and they're all singles, and not even singles really.
No,
No. They're drams. They're
they're
three.
kind of halfway between a single and a double in a dram, so we get kind of just a bit under a single each.
Yeah, and tomorrow on Discord there will be that for those who are on my Discord server. You join the VC, listen to us. We'll have some images prepared eventually, and we're gonna just sit there, and it'll probably have to be in the
7:59 p.m. when we start at 8.
yeah. It would just be a chat, and here we want to obviously encourage you to try different whiskies out.
Yeah.
And bear in mind here, 2 are Irish, 1 is an Isla, 2 are Islas and 2 Irish actually.
Yeah, we've managed to do that quite well.
We didn't realise that 1 was an Isla because we knew nothing of
No.
Portuskeg on purpose. But this is a huge contrast, by the way, because I picked the Escaig over the Octomur easily, just because it's not so intense. But doesn't mean that the Octomur doesn't stack up against the Pierce and the Proper 12, but they're completely different
Yeah.
processes.
But then I would probably stack the Pierce against 12-year-old whiskies, 15-year-old
Oh,
whiskies
yeah.
quite happily.
I mean, I did do the Tullamore 12 dip on my finger.
Mm.
I think that still beats the Pierce, but not by much.
Yeah.
Not by much. But then that 12 is a Pedro Jimenez. It's sweet. I mean, look at the bottle. It's barely got anything in it now. It's been hammered.
Yeah.
It's nearly gone. It's very popular. It's a good whiskey, and I highly recommend people consider, as a piece of advice, that you explore excuse me, different whiskies. Don't look at the age and think that age is an indicator of quality,
No.
because we've just proven here
I think, we've just proven we have a number of whiskies that are all less than
less than
we're at
standard
5,
12.
5, 4,
8.
and 8.
Well, 12 is
So
considered the standard,
what-
isn't it?
Yeah,
10 and 12.
what we've just proven that the 8 is apparently the best, because we've just gone.
Don't know what you're talking about, mate. Don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, we've just proven that there are 4 whiskies under 8 years or younger.
Yeah.
That
Well, under 10.
we'll all
Yeah.
that we will happily drink.
Yeah.
We have enjoyed.
Yeah.
There is positives for all of them.
Enjoyed's a strong word for Octomore.
Well, okay, yeah. Have suffered.
Suffered through and endured for your entertainment.
Yeah.
Smash the like and give us your money.
But none of them are what I suppose the industry would call of a standard age, because they tend to look at 10, 12-year-olds as that kind of benchmark aging.
Yeah, so it's like Glenmorangie's a 10.
Yeah,
Standard.
Livet is a 12.
Lefroy is a 10. Talisker is a 10. You know, this is quite
Yeah.
common age. 10 is.
Kalida's
They,
a 12.
Arbelau used to be, Arbelau
Darwin
used to be a
is
10 as
15.
well.
Yeah.
Arbelau used to be a
Darwin
10.
used to be a 10.
Arbelau was a 10. They got smart.
Um,
Jura was a 10 originally.
Bowmore 12.
Yeah. Well, I've never had Beaumont 12.
No, but that starts at 12.
But then they ended
Pilot
at 10.
Park start at 12.
They do. They do.
Well, they
And
start at 10 now, but they were 12.
sure. But the
Yeah.
fact is, they start at these areas because that's their indicator for their quality. But as we've just proven, that's what they have to do to get that quality. In this, we proved that you can be much lower and still get a quality equal. I've got a Morangi 10 in my room right now. That is a half. It's been refilled from half empty with another 10 that was 7 those half bottles
Yeah.
I bought really fucking cheap.
Yeah, like £4.50.
Just a
half
quick
bottle.
thing. Glenmorangie last year or the year before, they brought out. It was last year.
No, it's still last year.
Yeah, last year
Still
they brought
last
out.
year. It's been a long year.
Last year they brought out brand new Glenmorangie bottles.
I don't know why I hate them.
It's fine. Last year they brought out brand new bottles, and they were shorter. They fit in my cabinet. Not that it matters. I'm getting a bar, and
They mattered at the time.
sure, but I've got the original bottle. It was the very first bottle I ever bought. It's my very first birthday whiskey, and it's in this room. Now I went. Yes.
I'm touching it.
Oh, it's long and hard.
It is
And
long, thin, and hard.
When I went to Sainsbury's, they were selling the half-full bottles, and I've sent it to Dave as proof.
Yeah.
They were selling the 35cl bottles for £7.50 each, and I saw 6 of them, I think, in total. I bought all 6 of them. I think I gave you 2, didn't I?
You gave me one.
I gave you 1. I gave my
You
dad.
gave your dad one.
Yeah, I gave my dad 1, and the
And
rest
you
of
refilled. You
refilled
fought
that
to
bottle.
refill your bottle. You refilled your bottle, and you had
I had a stream whiskey.
a stream whiskey, and I think you. I can't remember, did you give that one to your brother-in-law?
I might
And then
have.
I had one, and your dad had one.
But that would still mean there's 1 left. But I think that was drunk as a stream whiskey.
No, 2, 3 as stream whiskey.
1 in
4,
there.
dad, brother-in-law. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
You,
Yeah,
dad,
some-
brother-in-law. 5, 6. 1 was a stream whiskey. I know that because I had it in this room. I don't know what happened to this one. That might be around. To be fair, it could be anywhere.
Unless you've drunk enough of that one that you've used the other one to fill it back up again.
Might have done. I mean, to be fair, Glenmorangie 10 is one of the easiest drinking whiskies
Yeah,
around, and
true.
it's got great complexity. But again, to get to that standard, they have to do 10 years.
Yeah.
Jameson's stout cask is no age stick.
Is Dave going to have a sore head in the morning?
No, probably cold though.
Yeah, from the cold, yes. From the whiskey, no.
I've got a woolly hat if you want to wear it.
To be fair, with the eye mask, that works quite well because it covers the face, the top of my face and my nose. It goes around the nose, so
Nice.
the only bit of my face that actually exposes this bit.
Oh
If I
right.
tuck that under the sleeping bag,
I've got a snood if you want it.
well, no, 'cause the sleeping bag comes up that high.
I've
so
got
it's
this
all
winter.
good.
I've got my winter gear out here with the extra water bottle, which I don't need. Just cuddle
No.
that if you want.
Dave probably needs about the same again. Have a sore head in the morning,
To be fair, I'm not buzzed in the slightest, so this isn't an issue for me.
and or a bottle of Talisker.
We've got a 20cl all port finish. I'm just saying. The 20cl Singleton one is on there on Amazon for like 35 quid right now, and I'm like, I just bought Port Escape.
Yeah.
I could have gotten that. That'd have been fun.
So if you want to see peak Meg and Dave, probably the most drunk we've ever been on a stream, you need to cycle back to August a year. Well, not August last. Was it August last year?
2021.
August 2021.
Wedding.
Look back on the history of August 2021, when we did the pre-wedding stream. We drank quite a lot.
I don't know where that stream is, to be honest, these days.
It's on Whisky Live still, I think.
It might be. One of these streams. No, not that.
It was
No.
long.
Yeah, it wasn't that one. I'm currently looking for it. Give me a moment. Dave, keep talking to the chat.
But yeah, we may have demolished a Hay Club Orange, a small hot Talisker,
20cl. Yep. 3 samples of
samples of I
Johnny
can't-
Walker,
oh,
Song
that-
of Fire, Song of
Fire,
Ice,
Ice, and something else.
White Walker.
White Walker, that was the one. And we tried a sample of Jameson's Orange and we didn't like it. And we had something else as well. It may in fact be a trucking stream. We may have got distracted from driving and started drinking, and yeah.
This might be the one. Is it this one? When was my sister's wedding?
Yeah, about that time. I don't know. Google.
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 I can't hear this stream, so I don't remember. If it was mid-August, then I found the stream, and I can link it in the chat.
Give me a second. 2021.
Dave has a fuzzy water bottle. It's fine. It was August, so it has to be this one.
Oh, hang on, 2 seconds. I will tell you. August 15th of August. So it'd be the one on the 14th.
Yeah.
Or the 13th.
This one right here. This one with Dave.
Yeah,
number 50.
14th. That'll be the
All
one.
right, link it in the chat. If you want to watch a stream that's unlisted, where we drink an obscene amount of whiskey and we continue afterwards, and we're
Johnny Walker versus Shivas. Really? You were there. We had 2 drinks. It was, yeah.
That was an article stream. That's when we realised we can't really do articles at the moment. We might do some articles next year if things pop up. We see a few funny dram face reviews on whiskies, and we're like, "This is a piss take.
Like,
Shut the fuck up."
Did you even try the whiskey?
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, but the percentage isn't high enough," and I'm like, "I'm gonna smash you in the face. Shut up, you bitch."
Glenmorangie's too bland. It's a bitch. Glenmorangie is awesome.
It is. I do want to try the new one. I know that it has Sauterne in it, but it also has Muscatel.
Oh, yeah. Not the Nectar d'Or.
The Nectar.
The Nectar, non-d'Or.
But it's other white wine casks from Hungary and France and Spain, and I'm like, you've got my attention.
You're literally the secretary. It's your job to have these records.
I'm hoping, Becca, it is the correct one. I think it is based on the date.
Yeah, it's the day before the wedding.
But over the course of the stream,
yes.
we're sat in this room with the steering wheel, and we're just
Both drinking, both driving. Hello. That comes off a Talisker.
right. Guys.
So, for reference of what's just happened, Meg has just found a foil under a bit of his
He
desk.
is correct.
He's pulled it out, shown it to me, and gone,
Well, I didn't
what's
know. I didn't
this?
recognise
And
it.
I've just immediately looked at the imagery and gone, that's come off a Talisker. He's pulled down his Talisker 8, and it's missing the foil.
It's also missing his broccoli.
Yeah. I promise I'm not an alcohol addict.
He is.
I'm just enthusiastic. I'm a connoisseur.
Well, he needs the alcohol to stay warm tonight.
True. But yes, you will. That is probably the most drunk we've ever been. I was going to say on stream, but I think just ever.
Definitely on stream. Definitely ever, because I'm sorry. I mean,
I think-
or maybe not. So I
No,
remember,
that because I was worse the next morning than I was when I drank the bottle of champagne. I was definitely because I slept in the van and I didn't eat breakfast. So I was definitely worse the next morning than when I had down the champagne.
Right. So for me, it might have been that night when I decided to fuck off from your parents' house and go walkabout. And then
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah.
I woke up the next morning and I was like, I remembered walking through a field, rolling my ankle, and somebody going for a walk thinking I was having a panic attack, even though I wasn't. Basically, younger me didn't like being drunk. I get horrendous anxiety from it. As I've gotten older, I don't really give a shit anymore. But this is one of 2 times recently where it's happened where I've gotten so weird.
We used the term recently loosely.
Yes, so that happened many.
5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Oh, that was 7. This
Maybe
would have been
more.
Maybe a decade. That would have been where I had. No, I think I was still living in Norwich at this point when I'd gone for a
you
walk.
were actually, yeah.
Because I was staying at his parents because
So
dinner. at
you
his-
went for. I came with you
Yeah, you joined me. I don't even know how I got out of your house.
because I opened the door.
Yeah, but I don't
I
remember
locked
this.
it behind us and we walked.
I don't remember this. I just
We
remember.
went down the path. No, we went up the road.
Yeah, up the road.
Then came
Yeah.
back. Then we went down the
Down
path
the
towards Tesco.
Yeah.
And then came round
round
and
the
back.
round the field, and I rolled my ankle on the way back.
Yeah.
And I just remember waking up thinking my
You
head
pulled
hurt.
the light
Thing
pole
is,
so hard they pulled the end off.
I couldn't tell if my head hurt because of the usual my head not elevated enough. Because I was at headache at your parents.
Yeah.
Or because I'd drunk so much. The other time was
Damn
actually
it,
quite.
hitting me on my
The other
face.
time was quite recent because we did a bit of a naughty, didn't we? Waking up, we drank a lot of Johnny Walker Black. You were
Yeah.
texting my sister and you just fell asleep while texting.
Yeah.
I woke up.
I just messaged her, fell asleep. I woke
Yeah.
up like 4 hours later with my phone still in my hand. I was like, I don't remember this message.
We did a stream on this channel, an audience participation stream. And during it, we drank about 6 shots of Johnny Walker Black. It was a great stream. However, that was easy. The thing is, I went to bed not long after and the alcohol hadn't hit my system. 2 hours later, I woke up with hot sweats and went and laid in the bathroom with my trousers by my ankle and my bottom in the air with my head leaning up against the door. And I woke up an hour later going, what the fuck am I doing here? I thought I was going to be sick. I'm like, why am I laying on the floor and why is my backside in the air? Why
I was trying to show your niece earlier doing the fucking happy tail wag dance.
Oh,
to
I
the
know about that.
Whatever Paw Patrol
The thing is, that bath. It was that bathroom.
Yeah.
That's not a small. That bathroom is.
It's not a big bathroom.
Well, give it context. The end wall is.
It is the length of a bath. That's
Well,
it.
no. Give it context. The end wall is right here where
Yes.
the crook of my wall is. Here.
I am literally touching
no.
the wall.
Well, no. This is the end wall here.
Yeah.
I was laying with the sink, my feet on the sink and my head on the door and my back's like, you think there's someone laying on the floor and they're doing and their bottom's just perking. Yeah, that was me. And I'm thinking, half an hour later, I sort of rose and thought.
For anyone in the chat worried about this, don't worry. I was in the cabin. His ass was safe.
No one came into the room. It was 3 a.m. But I thought my sister might, because she does sometimes. So I thought,
Yeah, well, she does. She's fairly
head-
regular during the night.
Yeah. I don't though. And so my feet are against the sink,
About
my
1
head's against the
o'clock,
door.
about 3:30.
Clearly my
So
brain.
about 5.
Clearly my brain was switched on though, because my foot was against the sink and my head was against the door. So she tried to push it. It wasn't going anywhere.
But how did Mac break his neck? Well, he was laying on the bathroom floor. His sister came into the toilet.
But that was recently, and that was pretty drunk. But that was a lot of Johnny Walker Black. We were doing shots. Straight
Meg
up.
got well blacked that night.
I got blacked, and it was a great day. And it was great. It was fun. But I will admit, the worst part was, I woke up with horrendous anxiety for no reason, and then just went and laid into the bathroom and decided to cool off by putting my bottom into the air. I thought, make this make sense.
I haven't had to do that. Even the drunkest pre-wedding, I was able to inflate my airbed and go to bed.
I think what it must have been, I must have
I had
thought.
to sit outside for 5-10 minutes to cool down.
Yeah.
But beyond that,
I think
was fine.
so. It must have been where I thought. I think I must have gone to use the toilet and thought I'll sit down instead of standing to be safe. And just decided the floor looks really good right now.
Just like leant forward off the toilet and face down.
You know, like the turtles in Mario. Thing is, I'm not the worst one. The worst one's a friend of the family who, oddly enough, when Dave earlier went, you go up like that and you go, oh.
Probably about 10 minutes after he did that, he projectile vomited all over the grass.
A lot of potato that I covered in a tarp. The next day, when everyone was doing soft play, I dug up and hid it in a raised
Yeah,
bed.
because it was a birthday the next day. I was slightly hungover.
But
yeah,
you had hiccups.
No, I wasn't hungover because that was a hiccup night.
Yeah, you had hiccups because we were doing the Dublin and you had to stop.
Yeah.
And then I did sheepdog with him, and then we did some AU vodka with. I did AU vodka with him.
Yes.
And then when he went to go to bed, I just went behind him and went, bosh.
Yeah, yeeted him into his own room.
I'm quite heavy-handed and a bit strong, unintentional. No, I'm strong.
You're strong.
And he's a bit shorter than me, and he was so fucked. He was battered. I will admit, I looked at Dave because when he threw up, I looked at Dave and I was doing this with my hand because I felt pins and needles, and I was like, okay, he's done. I need to stop to get him back because I don't want to get. Dave couldn't join in on the fun. The Dubliner was there to be consumed.
I was stuck. I was literally from pretty much when we finished dinner for about 2.5 hours. I was hiccuping. I was hiccuping so much I was almost sick.
The worst
from the
part
hiccups
for us was that we wanted Dave to join in because it was Dubliner. We were like, this is the thing. We've got to finish it in 24 hours. We did finish it, but without Dave.
Yeah, Dave was sat there with them, literally on the edge, with the bonfire and everything, and just hiccuping. So I couldn't.
It was, and Dave doesn't have a rear. He can't not. If he hiccups, he can't stop it naturally. It just doesn't. His body doesn't want to stop.
People have literally tried drowning me. I still don't stop hiccuping.
And it could cause him to throw up. He could actually go to hospital because of it.
Yeah.
And so we were drinking. My friend, the friend of the family, and I were drinking Dubliner Honeycomb, which is on the wish list, by the way. If you want to support us, alcoholism, yes, please do. And then we moved on to Sheepdog, which is a peanut butter liqueur, which is beautiful. But obviously Dave couldn't join in, and that sucked because it's a really good whiskey. Sheepdog.
Dave likes Dublin.
Yes, and obviously if that was shared between 3 people, I think we might have been all right.
We'd have been fine.
Yeah, but it was the 2 of us. He was not. I was because he and I had the same amount, but I was doing this. I mean, I could feel it, but I was fine. You
just gone over the edge and were starting to have the.
Yeah, I sort of. It's why if you ever see me, if anyone ever sees me rubbing my fingers like this,
he was so far past the line. The line was a dot to him.
That line was a dot that I drew on the air, and I literally. He was sleeping in my sister's cabin at the time, and walked into the bedroom, and he's like, "I'm going to get into bed," and I was like, "Got you, bro!" Bang! Both hands pushed button like that. Push button high.
Yeah, and he literally went onto the bed and went.
He woke up the next day and he had no idea how he got there. And I said, "Well, I can tell you how. I put you there. How? With these 2 hands and a simple yeet." You go up like that, and you go,
Yeah,
bosh.
yeah, because you put in that, and you came back to your cabin and sat with me for a bit, and I had to go outside because I nearly threw up from the hiccups.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Bear in mind, I hadn't had any alcohol for about 4 hours at this
So
point, and I nearly threw up from the hiccups.
I wanted to check on you because I don't think, can't be so it's not nice. Obviously, hiccups, I know what it's like with you, because last time you had hiccups, you threw up on a bed.
Yeah.
And I gave you my bed, and I was fucked on half a bottle of freaking Jack Daniels
Yeah.
and
I was
all that
fucked on
beer.
the other half.
just to be clear here, neither of us have knowingly had Jack Daniels standard since.
No.
But the point is, you look after each other. That's what you do, and that was a good night. It's just a shame Dave couldn't join.
Yeah.
I don't think you would have the sheepdog, would you?
I might not have had that because I'm not a big fan of peanut butter.
I did have other things you could have had.
Yeah.
I don't think I had locked fine at that point. We didn't know what it was, but the chocolate orange. Oh, bloody hell, that would have been a banger. Fuck me, that would have been good.
Yeah. But
yes.
Yeah, that was one of the disappointments of my whiskey drinking.
That's probably the
was
worst
fact that
one.
I couldn't drink at all.
I would say at least that's not a whiskey. That was the
that
cure.
was the night we optimaled the steak, though, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we optimaled the steak, and then for some reason, while we were washing up, I got hiccups, and I couldn't get rid of them, and I was like, hiccups.
I think you did have one glass of Dubliner. I think
Yeah,
you
I
had
tried
one.
to have a glass. And
Yeah.
that was about all I could
Because then
manage,
you poured it into. I think I took it and poured it into
Yeah.
mine and his.
Yeah, you poured it between. I
Yeah.
had like 2 sips, and I was like, I can't manage
I
this.
can't. Yeah, I wanted to finish it just because I thought it would be a nice little tradition to always finish the bottle. To be fair, we can do a bottle.
Yeah.
We annihilate those bottles. It's beautiful. So if anyone does want to send us some off our wish list, it is currently on sale with Black Friday deals, and we would really appreciate it. In fact, if someone just sent us 2,
This was a really long segue to. Well, I have a bottle.
but I don't, and 2 means that I can pick one and then you can have the other.
Yeah, but I have a bottle.
Yeah, but then you can have 2.
True.
You know what
I
that
can
means?
drink one.
Exactly. It means then you have an incentive to go, oi, this one hasn't been open 24 hours. That's the rule, right? Them's the rules. I don't make them. I mean,
Yeah.
we made them already. That's as written. That's as law. I think. Is there anything you'd like to ask, chat? Because we've talked about the whiskies we enjoyed this evening. I think the Askegas, yet again, like Glen Turret,
Yeah.
knocked our fucking socks off and just cost me 50 quid.
Yeah,
55 actually,
The
including
Glen Turret
postage.
didn't cost us money because I already had it.
Yes, but I do want a Glen Turret, to be fair. But if you have any questions,
Oh,
do
actually,
ask.
that's a distillery I want to go to. Have you seen the whiskey they have on their tour? Well, not necessarily the tour, but the bar afterwards.
Is that the collectible one you can get like 750 bottles of?
Yeah, there's one they only sell in the distillery, and there's like 35, 40, 45, 50-year-old ones.
I've heard about it, but I saw it on Instagram, I think, on our Instagram timeline.
Yeah.
I saw it in passing, and they have only a few in a hotel or something.
Yeah.
And I was like,
They've got a Michelin
You
star restaurant there and stuff.
absolute ball bags. Where's mine?
Yeah.
Give me. Gibbs, you bitch. No,
Yeah.
I like the look of that. By the way, I love that for this stream. As you can tell, I wrote really nice notes. I wrote here like, e-beg it like a bitch.
And...
Talk about other whiskies on the agenda and plans for 2024. Q&A if possible, because I'd like any questions. Be great. Get Dave more involved. Well, I didn't have to this time because once he stopped looking at the Bosch, he was fine.
yeah.
Yeah, I use a writing tablet and write notes, and then I ignore them for the entire stream.
But still managed to cover them. So.
Yes, well, the thing is, once you remember what you've written, generally it's just there to.
Yeah.
It's just a guide, just not done in the right order.
More like guidelines than actual rules.
Yeah. What are you most looking forward to next year then, Dave? Since this is our last stream of the year, stream-wise, what are you looking forward to the most? Are you looking forward to January treats, my birthday? Are you looking forward to your birthday? Are you looking forward to a distillery in particular? Doing another stream in your flat that does better in views than one that's planned in front of a mic in front of an actual setup?
Yeah, with a proper mic, that would be quite good. Yeah, doing a stream that works in my flat would be quite a good one.
Yeah, but the one we did without it did better in views than any stream since. This is bullshit!
And yet, there are people on these streams like Nathan who complain about the audio quality. And yet, the one we did with no mic, no audio, no soundproofing, sound deadening, or audio audacity,
Stop.
anything.
We have a question.
Ooh.
Don't read. You're about to get shot by the Nazis. That makes sense with your nose. Your cover is blown. They're granting you one last drink from the very well-stocked bar. What do you choose? Push button. This is a fantastic question. And I know exactly what I'm choosing.
What would make me Numb.
I mean, a triple of Octa.
What's so obscure that it'll take them 2 weeks to acquire that I get 2 weeks more life?
Let's go with something less obscure because he'd be given a shower based on how he used to get a lot of rather tasteless jokes back in the day because of that nose.
You say used to as if you weren't the one doing it.
We don't talk about that. Online, I'd get cancelled. Let's not do that. Go practice your, what's it called again? Jiu-jitsu. That wasn't my joke, by the way.
Shalom.
Inshallah. What? No. I would go, I'm going to answer this first. I would pick, because I think it's probably one of my, I wish I had a bottle of my own again and might buy a bottle in the future. Singleton 15 Diageo Special Release, the red wine edition. Because the first time I poured that glass and we had it, and we sat here and did it in passing, it was just instantaneous. Holy fuck balls, that's good. Just, it was magic.
I mean, I think mine would probably be Hibiki 17.
That's fair. I think that's a fair, and I mean, you've had the class 40 as well.
Yeah, it's between those two. But
the oldest I've had is a 25. I would go with the Singleton 15 red wine cask Diageo Special Release 2022. I traded the bottle with Dave. It didn't fit in my cabinet, but I don't regret that chip trade. But I can still buy a bottle if I want. I would love to get another bottle, but I wouldn't do it to collect it. I would open it.
Yeah,
because I've got my Taliskas. I think I'd rather have.
Yeah, you've got the Talisker collection.
Yeah.
So you don't the others, because I seem to be collecting the Singletons.
Yeah. There's a rum cask one before those two.
Attempt to acquire.
Yeah, it's a 19 or 17. I can't remember which. That's a good question, by the way. If anyone has any other questions,
good.
to ask.
I like it.
But yeah, what are you looking forward to in 2020?
Yeah, otherwise I'd find something really obscure that would take 2 weeks to find to get 2 more weeks of life.
It's from one that hasn't been released yet. It's from the Dave Distillery.
Well, the Kurosawa.
It's from my
1984.
It's from Meg's Infinity Dram. Good luck finding it. In 2024, what sort of stream are you looking forward to the most? Because there's one I'm looking forward to the most.
You're looking forward to the Talisker one.
Yes, but that's actually your collection.
Yeah.
But no, I'm looking forward to something else as well.
Which is ironic since you have the Talisker collection.
Well, no, I have the Talisker Diageo collection.
Yeah, I understand that.
You have the yeah.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the English one because it's obviously English whiskey and we're English, so that's quite an interesting one.
So that's a fair one because we have a couple we can go through. I'm actually looking forward to something else.
You're looking forward to the Electric Boogaloo.
January treats.
Well, yes, you have numerically more than me to choose from. So yes.
It's not that. No. When we go and buy our January treats.
Well, yes, true. That is a good day out.
Because that to me, I know
yes,
what
day out. We spend like most of the day buying whiskey.
Out. But what I mean is that January treat stream isn't me going to bring out all my 3 predecessors because you have your Dalmore cigar malt.
Yeah. That's
a banger. Macallan, my 3. I started doing that before you, like the birthday whiskeys. Yeah. It was just something I created for myself, and it's become. I'm glad that you do it as well.
Yeah.
I think Leona does something similar.
Yeah.
She did a birthday thing because of it.
Yeah, she does.
You know, and I believe she got it from me. I think so. Thanks for being here, Becca. I really
thank you for joining, Becca, and really thank you for joining the membership or
becoming a member of this channel.
Yes, that's the one. There we go. And you've done something. Thank you very much, Becca.
Good luck with your filming. I'm looking forward to the January treat stream because I the last 3 years have been. I worked really hard in December. Dave knows this. He's seen all the videos I've uploaded for you already, and we'll answer that question in a sec, Passenger, or Dave will, because it's for him anyway. There's a question for you. We'll get to it. But I really am very proud of it. Like the most ostentatious bottles I can get my hands on, but affordable. And yet, at the time when I bought them, first one, it was very expensive, 150 quid. It's a lot to throw down. Yeah. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm having it. Yeah. Impulse buy, and I went, right, someone take my phone so I don't go on Amazon and cancel the order. Mm-hmm. When I did Highland Park Fire, it was a complete, it was on my wish list for years, and I thought,
screw this, I'm buying it.
Fuck it. But that was before bot.
Yeah.
and now it's like, I want to go in there and I want to buy something that looks really cool. This year I bought Macallan Night on Earth because it's 2 boxes.
Yeah, it's a box in a box.
Yeah, and it tastes like
sorry,
it tastes like
bottle in a box in a box.
Yeah, and they open different ways.
Yeah,
and it tasted like shortbread. It was great.
Yeah, it's quite similar to that 14 Capel.
It was
15
Capel.
Sorry, 15 Capel. Yeah.
I'd like to compare the two. I think. Well, your Capel, batch number 2. But I will admit, next to that would be the Glenmorangie Take 2, and as she's here,
Electric Boogaloo, Daddy.
Oh, number 2.
And the great thing with that is Dave can bring his cat bowl because I think we'll need it.
My original nectar door. 7. Insert meme here. 2 hours later.
And it's gonna be a great stream because there are some new Glenmorangis out. There are some other ones that I've seen. The Bacalta I've seen around, the Alton. Yeah, there's some other ones that are sort of. Dave did want to get the tribute.
There's Tale of Tokyo tribute. Bacalta.
There's the new Nectar,
Yes,
which would be a great comparison with Nectar. Oh, Daddy, and it'd be a great laugh because I think that would be fun, and I'd like to try. What whiskey would you use to? Oh, actually, question for Dave. You've been to the Norfolk Distillery.
Yes.
Yes, is that the one we've been to?
That's the English whiskey.
Yeah,
company,
we both have been there in 2015.
Yes, we had many samples, and by samples I mean I had enough that it touched my lip.
Well, you had
Meg had the rest.
So he
because
definitely.
I was driving home.
Right, the 2 he definitely tried. Chapter 6, Chapter 11.
Yes.
Yeah, because we then bought 20 CLs of both. I put them behind my back.
Yeah.
I didn't know which one was which. Dave picked a hand. He got the one that we. I mean, I wanted either, but he got the peated
We'd
one.
both have been happy with either, but we both wanted one of them, which was the Chapter 11, and I picked it.
Yeah, I got the non-peated. He got the peated, and that was fine because I ended up getting the peated back and I finished it.
Yeah, because I bought a big bottle
Full
and I
size.
gave Meg the small bottle.
Which I've kept the small bottle. It's actually in my cabin because I've still got my Chapter 11, by the way, because I don't have a full size bottle of it, and it pisses me off. Because if I get one, I'll give you the 20 CL, and he'll never finish it because he doesn't bloody drink. But yeah, which whiskey would you use to interrogate someone? Yeah, I mean
based on this evening,
it'd be your one though. The
Yeah.
11.3. Fucking
or
hell.
find that 10 point whatever that's 200 and something.
I don't know what one that was, but that
Yeah.
was fucking brutal.
Yeah, Optima would be a good one.
That
or
was-
what's
yeah.
really terrible? Jameson Orange possibly could be a good one.
I mean, you could probably go with it. That's not whiskey, spirit drink.
No, stop giving me this. I'll tell
no.
you everything.
If you go with straight up whiskey, we both hated. I know you didn't like Pulteney Who Dart, but that's all right. It's not bad. It's just there's a weird tang in there somewhere. I don't know what that is. But I'd like to work that out. But a really bad whiskey that we both recoiled at instantly, and I know 2. One is far too expensive for what it
I'm
is.
struggling to now think what they are. Other than
fine.
Johnny Walker Platinum.
One, it's far too expensive for what it is. The other, Pogues. It's like walking into a rake and let it smash you in the face. And much like Shane McGowan's face,
Yeah.
his teeth.
Yeah, Johnny Walker Platinum would be an interesting one. Here, have this.
Yeah.
Wait, it's an 18-year-old? What are you? What? Where? What? Yeah,
Hang on.
don't give me any more. I'll tell you.
It's not just that. What really kicks you in the balls is Dave's got the best looking Johnny Walker Platinum in the most amazing box with a plastic click top that sort of comes off like a
It's
valve.
yeah, you have to press a button.
Yeah.
And lift the
It's
top off.
button
and
release.
It clicks off. And
It looks amazing, and then you pour the glass. It's like, oh, this looks great. It looks fantastic. It touches your tongue, and you're like,
the best way to torture someone with it would be to give them a sample of the gold centenary first.
oh man,
This is Johnny Walker Gold, 18-year-old.
oh that is exquisite. Well, I have some.
And then
I
they
have
be like,
some.
"Oh, I'm in for a good time here."
Yeah.
Then you go. This is its replacement. It's an
Yeah.
18-year-old Johnny Walker. Oh dear God, let me out! Let me
Don't
out! Let me
forget-
out!
yeah, don't forget here. I've got the OG 18 though.
Yes.
I have it, and I don't know what it tastes like. Still, still
No.
not. We
You
were meant
don't
to do it.
actually
We just
have
haven't
it,
got around to it. Just one of those things.
Oh,
But
Nathan, thank you for being here.
thank you for being here.
Thank you
Enjoy
for your
your
support.
enjoy whatever it is you're doing. We do appreciate it. But I would say if you're going to give someone something they don't like, or you want to give someone something that is quite bad, there are whiskies that are shit. I would say that if you really want to cause someone pain, you just fill their gullet with Everclear, 180
Yeah.
proof or something, 190 proof, whatever it is. But whiskey-wise, there are some absolute abominations. But I would say Octomore, no, because it's actually quite alright. but you're going to give them something bad, it's usually something really cheap.
Brian, when will the January stream be? There's probably going to be 2 in January.
Yes,
There'll be
so-
one around Meg's birthday, which is kind of the midpoint
Monday.
of January.
My birthday's Monday.
And there will be one sort of towards the end in Norwich where Meg
Yeah.
is up visiting me. So,
So-
there's probably going to be 2 in January.
My birthday's January the 15th, which is Monday next year, since Christmas is Monday this year. 21 days after exactly. And thank you for the number, 190 proof. That's for Everclear. Or some Everclears, not all. And the birthday whiskey stream I'll be doing on my main channel will be separate from the birthday whiskey stream. Because I have a birthday stream planned on the main channel, which I normally do. So we have to do a whiskey stream around it.
Yeah.
So either on the Tuesday or before it. Which would probably be easier to do it before it because then no interference with school runs.
True.
Yeah. So there'll be 2 separate streams then. When I go to Norwich, I probably won't bring the mic because no bloody point.
No, I have a mic, so we should be okay.
But the laptop has one.
If we use a computer and you actually work your magic with the audio, you
Yes.
can actually get proper audio.
I can work my magic. But yes, you're about to perform open heart surgery on a dear friend due to a very contrived set of circumstances. You're
I'm
obliged to
feeling
down 750ml whiskey first. Which whiskey?
I'm feeling
750.
triggered.
I mean, it's because we do 700, isn't it?
Well, the heart surgery bit was what concerned me, but yeah.
Oh well, yes, you are well versed in this. I have 2 hearts. I'm immortal, so I don't have these issues.
I have most of one. patched together
I'm very selfish.
with
I was
some
meant to be.
pig.
I was meant to be a twin. I took all their organs. The rest of them were shut out. But yeah, no, I could not do 750ml.
Do you have to competently perform the surgery afterwards?
At all?
Yeah.
I'll be honest. You're not performing shit on that. You're not performing shit on 20 cl because your hands will already be
Yeah.
compromised.
True.
I would go, if I had to, I'd go 750 or proper 12 because it is the easiest drink of the lot. But actually, I would say it depends how much food you've got in your body because that will stem the tide of the alcohol being absorbed
Yeah.
into your blood. So it depends entirely on circulation. If you've got an empty stomach, doesn't matter what you drink, you're done.
No, you're screwed
fucked.
on that.
Yeah. If you're-
Regardless.
Yeah. If you've got a lot going on in you, you've got a slow metabolism perhaps, you might be okay for 5-10 minutes, but not for heart surgery. For an appendix, sure.
Heart surgery being, well, I mean, it used to be about 13 or 14 hours. It's
4 or
now
5
about
hours, yeah.
4 or 5
Yeah.
keyhole, most of them, yeah.
But still, it's too long. Don't forget here, I went to bed and woke up 2 hours later after 6 shots of Johnny Walker. That's not a full bottle. That's 6 doubles.
Yeah.
That's all it was. I was done. It's not happening.
No.
But I will admit, it would be very funny to use someone's open heart as a coaster.
Yeah. Let
There
me
you
just
go.
rest your bottle. Let me
It
just rest
works.
this bottle on your
It
ribcage.
works, David.
I mean, I have
No,
a-
you got an incake. No, don't do that.
If I lean back further, it'll work.
It sits in the groove in
Yeah.
your chest. Fam, you treat that like it's a ledge. It's not a suicide jump. Fucking hell, mate. That's a good whiskey. See, that's another thing. We're finishing with a nice mild whiskey. It's just an easy drinker.
Yeah. Taking the edge off.
Yeah, it does. It certainly helps to wind things down. I think for the sake of this stream, we
That
are.
sounds- there's potential that we have an Edward 40 hands reference.
I did notice, actually, yes. I like that. That's a very How I Met Your Mother thing. Yes. I think we've reached the end, to be honest. I think we're at the end of this stream. I've really enjoyed this, actually. Especially as we deviated for the last 40 minutes onto when we've been paralytic and other random stories. And then we're nearly at a 3-hour mark. And there's not enough. But thank you all everyone for joining us. We really appreciate this. We had good fun this year, I think.
Yeah.
We've got our own set. Next year we might have a bar. If
Yeah,
you
we have
guys
an
haven't
actual
scammed
bar,
me. If you haven't scammed me.
True. So we could actually do the bar image as the bar.
Maybe,
Although we
yeah.
want some
Well,
bar
it might
stools.
even be just a bar. We have this here and have the bar image on here.
Yeah.
And then when we zoom in, it would just be the actual bar
It would be
itself.
like Inception. The bar within a bar within a
But
bar.
I'd have to
within a-
acquire a camera for it and all that as well. So that's something we can look into. Thank you everyone for being here. We really appreciate it. We are going to vanish, finish our drinks, and chill out for a bit. See how the cabin's doing with heat, and
Yes, I believe we'll renew some candles at this point.
yeah. Thank you everyone for joining. And we'll,
Yes.
I
Thank
guess
you for being
well,
here. Thank you for the contributions and the questions.
sadly there won't be a stream in December, but I think it's because of timing, and that's fine. Dave has jobs. I have something. Again, thank you, and we'll see you in 2024.
And if you are with us on the Discord, please do tune in tomorrow for our tasting. We have a special dram tasting set, so please do tune in for that. We'll be on the Not Worth a Cork voice chat on the Discord.
If you didn't hear him say it, it's on Moistonia. If you're there, yay!
If you're not, why not?
Bitch. Say goodnight, Dave.